Alright, we're starting this recording now, Bill, because you're done taking your attention deficit disorder medicine.
Yep.
But again, we're on the subject of like what's the most expensive game in your collection, because you said what as of today your CD collection as a whole.
Oh, I can give you the numbers right now there, Nicky boy.
Well, okay, so how do you do this? You log into an account.
Well, you get
and-
Discogs because you're sad. That's what you do.
No, but what is Discogs? It is an app, and you are constantly adding to your collection, and,
Yeah.
and it just tells you how much it's worth.
Yeah, so
Against
it catalogs everything that you own. It's a giant
Okay, so
catalog.
that's I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is like it's made collecting and accounting for your collection.
All
through
right,
an app.
read the small, medium, and large on there.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, 173K. Yeah, that's a pretty good collection. And why is like one of the first ones here like bloody naked people? Dwarves, blood and guts.
Blood, guts, and pussy.
There's a band called the Dwarves.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of that album cover? Blood, guts, and pussy.
Like, when did this come out?
1990. I think they have a song called "I Want to Fuck You Up and Get High." They have a song called "Motherfucker."
Okay, so I mean, was this around the era of your boy G.G. Allen?
They probably hung out with them, but they didn't really do that. I mean, they were just an offensive rockabilly punk band.
Rockabilly punk band. How does that break down? That there's a rock, and then there's a billy, which is the country, and then you're adding in punk. Like, you know,
Well, they have
forgive me, I was
the
DJ.
dwarf
I
must
wasn't.
die.
Alright, I'm gonna get into this Arby's later. You gotta eat. But again,
They have the other album, "Come Clean." Let me see that album. Let me read you one of the song titles on.
so there was a record
on
company.
Blood, Guts,
There's a
and
record
Pussy.
company somewhere that said, "Hey, you know what's a great idea? This." And
Well,
is it offensive?
what's the song title after Drugstore?
Why can't I read? Skin poppin' slut. Now is that a reference to maybe an STD? You'd think.
They partied hard.
This not something. Okay, hey, let's get into something productive. I talked to people. We just opened the Commander Legends set the other day, which Woods pulled Jeweled Lotus.
So is that the most expensive card in the set as we speak?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You get some angry Magic people on here. They'd be like, "Kill you fucking whore!
It's not.
That's not the most
Oh,
expensive."
I know. It's just gonna get hate from Jacob and maybe the dishwasher at work and Sam. Actually, I should have more. Yeah, I should look at my account more. But
Have you played Sambo in Magic yet?
yeah, he kills me in Arena every time. Like when Arena every set comes out, he dumps like $100 into it, and just like yeah, he's got enough to. But you only have access to like since Dominaria, but they've been releasing some stuff here and there, but it doesn't quite give you the whole. It doesn't give you the whole 9 yards, especially if you collect as long as I have or bought a bunch of shit. You know, it's you get there, and so again, you know, what's your grunt while you eat? It's Arby's. It's barely food. You work in a restaurant.
You know Arby's commercials? What are you watching? What are you watching on television these days?
I don't watch telly. I watch
Arby's.
YouTube. I watch selective
That's the-
things. I play video games.
You watch
I try
nothing.
to read Magic
Do you
cards.
watch corporate stuff if they're giving you Arby's ads here? I mean, I
Well,
can't
but
remember the
I'm
last
getting
time.
sick of like the marketing. You know, like the way things are marketed towards me. Like, you know, I'm watching South Park and they're putting me Buick commercials, and I'm like, I'm not buying a car. Like, does any of my search history look for car?
Look
It's
at
just, yeah, do you want a brand new car? I'm like, no, I like my
Hey,
simple
you
life.
should drive a Buick. You know, drive a Buick, brother.
Yeah, everyone needs a brand new car. Well,
What is your favorite? This is just a thought I want to put in your head quick. You don't have to answer it now.
I will.
But your favorite commercial of all time that you visually remember, and it's still to the point of being the most visually entertaining, funny. I mean, it could be endearing and
Okay,
lovely.
right off the bat, because there's
Was it
been
a
so
Campbell's
many.
commercial?
I'm still a fan of the Kmart shipped my pants gag. Shipped my pants. I shipped my drawers. I shipped my bed. And clever. I'll give it that. But, I don't know, man. You watch TV. You know,
I haven't seen that one.
Budweiser was
I
funny.
haven't seen that, but that sounds great. When was that? When was that ad played? I shipped my.
Can I pull up Nah, Bill, I don't want to put up crap on here.
Where
I think we
you
should
put
get-
up advertisements for other companies.
Yeah, your Kmart running out of business. You know, we're in a little
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah. Yo, this is for you, Kmart.
All right. So, I said this new set's got 3 commanders. We're gonna build you a deck.
Wait, was that your answer? God damn it!
Probably. Let's just go with that. The Kmart, I shipped my whatever ad. And, you know, anything stewed in on K-Wing, you know,
Yeah,
it's just
people-
greatness right
People are
there.
gonna buy you T-shirts now with those, slogans and stuff.
No.
you're gonna get "I shit my pants."
Yeah, I'm gonna wear it. And say, hey, this company failed. You know, advertising. Okay, so
I shit my pants.
there's 3 commanders here, Bill. I want you to pick 2 of this commander mechanic, and one is this Kedis Empla familiar. Like, I think a combination of any of these 3,
I got food in my hands.
you can
It's got
read.
some stick. I read these three, and
You got to pick 2.
I gotta swallow.
Of course you do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me sit here and drink while you swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, grunt.
Swallowing and grunting. Is that what you put on your Tinder profile?
Is this what you put on the radio in college?
It was more music oriented.
Like,
If I did-
really, your set list mattered, did it?
Well,
Well, again, describe college to me. You went to Brown for communications, and
I'm actually I'm educated in radio broadcasting.
yeah, I'm educated in firefighting and paramedicine. You know, I'm not using it now like yourself.
Would you
but
use it now, especially if I
I
bled,
just,
if I
to be-
bled
just
in
to
front
try
of
to
you?
be just try to be smart ass. But again, like I understand some heart rhythm. You know, maybe tell if you're fucked up.
No, never,
Maybe
never.
keep you from choking on your own vomit.
That's only if I have
can
skills.
prove it. It's probably a court of law that I was trying.
Have you
to
ever
do-
saved anybody? I've never
No,
asked you that.
like I was the
What?
weirdest thing. That
I'm talking as like a cult
Well,
leader,
listen.
like Trump. Have you ever saved anybody?
Only Al. Only Al.
He's dead.
Well, he's been saved.
Oh, that's
the way he looked at it. It's
I'm taking off, brother. See you on the other side. Or you find out he
let's
Matrix
just,
it.
let's just leave it at that. Like I didn't. Okay. Going back to, you need to pick one of these 2, and we're gonna build around it. It's just red and white. Red and white. You down with red and white? It's part of America.
Oh, yeah.
Again, you could do blue, but then
That's too blue's too complicated.
well,
Those
you,
are
got,
what the complicated boys.
you play a little counter. Yeah, you don't play the crap that Jacob
No,
does.
blue's
You don't play the mill shit. Okay, so he comes over the other day. We had to trade some.
I only
shit.
play blue, bitch.
No,
Blue
but
standard.
here's what he threw at me.
Suck it.
What he threw at me was the commander, which I traded from a couple weeks earlier. He put into this thing where you mill twice the amount a card would make you mill. And then he's got like a Jason there. He's got other things. So it's like he drops this Jason and mill things like your opponent mills 10 cards. Well, you mill 20 cards because of the commander in play. You got these other things like mill 5 cards and mill 10 cards. And you got things that are getting these back out of the graveyard. It's just all of a sudden you have no deck. And you throw away all your shit. And then he's just like, well, that's how to play. That's how to
How
play.
well could you do this with if I challenge?
Well, I looked at him. I said, "Hi, this is your play style. Don't like, Bill, your jank deck somehow wins every time."
Not against Mikey. This kid has an artifact modern deck, and it is.
I have an
fucking-
artifact modern deck. Literally, it's right there.
Yeah, his is sick as fuck. It's like such a good 60 card artifact.
Well, no, again, it's. Jacob told me at one point, he's like, "Man, watch this Saffron Olive." He's like, "You got to build you got to build this artifact blast deck." And I just looked at the recipe. I'm like, okay, so it's just like laying free artifacts and blowing them up. You know, they're just like, okay, I'm cool with that. I mean, it's
But
kinda-
this is my question: if
kinda
I were to
weird, but-
challenge you to build a deck, do you find deck building enjoyable? Yes or no?
actually, I find it more playing because like.
So now think of
okay,
it, but before you get to this is the thought process I wanted to get at, is if I were to set you as a deck build for your mind to be creative, and I said, all right, I want an initial deck like the one I created. You can only do cards that start with N and K. And you're making a deck based on your name, Nick Keel, where you scour your cards.
Would you go even farther that the fact that my name consisted of what 8 letters total. No. Like you'd split it in 8 categories, or the first 4 letters, or just you're taking 20. It's 1 out of 26 things.
Then the
excuse
initial,
me,
yeah, I get the
2 out of 26
I get the
things
algorithm.
in the English language. Are you allowed to use foreign cards? What are Japanese cards wild because they're a symbol?
Nope.
Like you just,
Standard. You can only do what it physically states. So initial.
this
But
isn't
the
a
preface-
format. It's all like, what would you
No.
go against? You're giving yourself a huge handicap. And then to what end?
Yeah, you're giving it. But you could. But,
Would you build this deck?
yeah, I did.
But
Yep. So you could only have your first.
you're a monster. Why?
Yeah. Me and Buckley did this, and we did like the most creative decks where he did a deck build where, some people basically like I made a worm deck where all
Okay,
cards
look,
are
I thought
worms.
most years ago said building an ATOG deck was funny, but that's
An initial deck.
You're not a format.
Yeah, we're not a format at all.
The idea that
Think about my cards you have that you could do it. Only N and K cards.
who's getting screwed in this, like the Pyrathal, like the
But lands are fine. You just can't. But you can
No,
only do
you
basic.
got for all that format. You gotta go in with this lunacy thing here.
Do it. I played
It's like
Jake.
the dumbest
Jacob
thing I've
did
ever heard.
Hey, Jacob did it. He did
Look,
JB and
they
H cards.
invented their own format a while ago. This 35 cal format
Oh yeah.
that I thought was kind of cool. I've had an idea for a format which I want to call just pure. You know what that is, Bill? It's just 4. You can have 40 cards, all mono, but you have 4. You have a playset everything. You got a playset everything. It's all one color, pure. Could you do that?
You'd have to explain a little more.
No. Okay, so one color. You're allowed to have a play set. You get 4 of every card. You get 10 play sets, 20 lands, 1 color, pure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the more theory with it though. If I were to, because there's
Okay, look. If I
there's
build,
name
okay,
title.
Can I build a pure deck versus your name deck? So again, you build a deck around your name, and I'm gonna build a deck that has. But again,
it's
the-
same format.
okay.
Same format though. I mean, it's got to be the same.
no, it can't be a format. We're not doing this in standard. We have access to all these. Like this should be vintage at least. Because if you somehow find a Black Lotus and no goddamn proxies, I'll play you with that. Bill, he's got a Black Lotus in his deck.
If I had it, fuck it.
Well, you'd be allowed. It would be allowed. But again, I don't think there should be a format standard for
Because
this.
think about what Jacob can do with that. Because he had Jace the
G,
Mind Sculptor.
V.
H. He's got 3. He could do 3.
Oh, you're doing all 3 initials?
Yeah.
It's still dumb.
WGR.
All right, you're building an initial deck. I'm gonna look through and clear it, and I'm gonna build this pure deck.
What is so? But isn't that changing the format entirely?
No, it's not. You can only have 4 of any card. You just have to have only. You can have 10 cards, so you're gonna have. Or 10, like you're gonna have.
Oh, pure. You're just.
You'd have 4 of one
Oh,
card,
you're saying-
4 of another
oh,
card,
you're saying
4 of another card. So
But it's
I'm gonna
all
have-
one color.
all one color. 20
Oh,
lands.
yeah, I get that.
20 lands, 10 play sets. 20 lands, 10 play sets. That's it. Pure.
Well, there's a name for that already, though, isn't there?
No, I don't think there is.
I
Like,
think there is.
okay, you look, there's singles. Well, it's the easiest way to look this up. Hold on, I'm gonna take a break here just because I wanna.
Look at Pornhub.
stopping. Listen. Terrible radio.
I'm the
bill.
best. I need questions. I need
Okay.
questions and answers.
What I'm getting at here is we were talking about
BGCs.
the whole screen here. Hold on, editing issues.
So your first Reba McEntire album was what? I remember. What are you
Oh,
talking
I
about?
know, Bill. I know what the problem is.
Oh, you got to look up something. What were you gonna look up?
That's what
Is
I'm
there? I always try. I always want to. My next job, I want to be a psychologist while we play video games with somebody. So I always play them in a fighting game, and then
Okay, look, we're.
I'm gonna just start
What
talking.
do you mean you're okay? So again, you're in psychotherapy. You're just gonna get out of cooking. Did you go to school for this? Like,
Mm-hmm. I work the radio.
what your radio was and what my DJing was were 2 different animals, buddy.
Mm-hmm. I remember yours is.
I was in front of a crowd of people every day in Wisconsin, drunks, gamblers,
Yeah.
smudge faces,
But that's
stuff.
Wisconsin. You can just tickle them and they'll be happy.
You wears the shirt like you didn't even. You're a Minnesota boy. Why would you wear that?
This is on behalf of my mother. She grew up in Wisconsin. This was given to me.
Explains so much.
Yeah.
So much.
I
All
got
right,
some,
all right. So
I got some Scotty.
let me just double check this. to make
I got some
sure
Scott.
that You're a monster. Just to make sure we're doing this right. Anyhow, we're talking about formats, and
Yeah, because
we were just talking about his format of nonsense. I'm gonna find.
just questions you didn't answer. I
Oh,
just
never
heard I
quit.
shit my pants. That's
Now,
what
Bill,
people
I-
are
I-
really.
Bill,
They're
I-
looking to
I
hear.
think that nuclear plant near your workplace is affecting you inadvertently. I know the natives said those are lead line walls there, but I guarantee they're not. I guarantee they're not. I guarantee every day
Oh.
there's a healthy dose of nuclear in your
People know that I'm part. I'm
part. Native or nuclear?
yeah. Both.
Which is it?
I'm a
Alright.
nuclear Indian.
Part Jew.
Nuclear.
Part Jew.
Excuse me. Nuclear American.
I then. So. Let's talk about the standard.
Let's talk about
You posed this. My name is Bill.
My name-
Shitface
my name is Earl.
Ruben.
Woo! Fucking holla at you, boy. Fucking-
So you can only build a deck with your names in it, and you just said
no, Buckley and I did it. I was a topic in the bell stand.
the man that doesn't shower.
Oh, he's
Never mind. I don't want to get on that. But just continue on this. You guys had the idea of building this deck. You built them.
so we built them, and what the rules that applied when making, a format, because you have to make an executive decision, and we talk it out. I mean, do I say it was a democracy?
I think you're leading
Truly-
me down a rabbit hole.
Truly, I don't
no
know.
End.
No.
There's no
When
point to this story.
It comes full circle. This is when the bunny comes and loves up on, But the concept was, it's on behalf of yourself. And what applies is your name, the initial deck. State the initial deck because your initials are BR. Well, then
NK.
Yep.
NK. Well, yours is BR.
BGR.
Okay, you said middle name.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do
Yeah.
it, you let them.
If you want three colors, I was just trying to be
No,
genuine with it. And I was like,
You're just naming off cards, vintage through standard, or
yep,
everything in
you
the library.
got the gambit. You got the gambit. If you
And
have
again,
them,
since your
if
name-
you have them,
and
like,
again, since
and
your
this
name
is not
Bill
the-
Rubin,
yeah.
you can have a Black Lotus in your deck.
yeah, if it's available. But I would not play it
You
digitally.
can't play. No, you can't play a proxy either.
Can't play digital. We can't play proxy. Can't play digital.
So basically, you're giving yourself a $20,000 handicap or something.
If
that
I
doesn't
had
matter.
a Black
Yeah,
Lotus.
all right.
That means that I'm top tier. That shows that my initials represent
And you
that
built-
I am the shit if I got a Black Lotus, motherfucker. But chances are I'm Bill Rubin. I'm like that Bill from King of the Hill. I'm gonna have a Boros recruit. So
I would-
BR.
I wouldn't-
Do you
I wouldn't
understand?
spend money on this deck.
But
I wouldn't. I
No,
wouldn't.
because it's in creative of making
All
your
right,
own.
but again, you built this. You built this.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if
okay.
you created your own with NKK,
I'm not
what
building
cards would you put in it?
that. I'm not building that. What I said, I'm going to build this pure
What is this? A
deck
staunch?
idea.
That sounds like a traditionalist.
No,
move.
no, just the fact
Pure traditionalist.
20 lands, one color, and a play set of 10. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 40, 20, pure.
What's that? That's still called something.
No, okay, that's why we have this up here. What I was getting to. There is standard, there's modern, there's commander, there's legacy, vintage, brawl, team unified constructed, block, two-headed giant, pauper, pioneer.
No,
And
that's a different.
No, again,
you got to look up deck build, not.
No, there's no deck build like this. There's no like. You're coming up with you're.
Oh, you got to look
Okay.
on Reddit. You're not looking deep enough, boy.
I will not get on toxic media things. You know this. You know this totally. But
When did you think that social media would be toxic? I don't get it. Kill. I mean, this is America here. Your visual tell is very telling.
well, again, that's like you're here to just mock me offensively and bring up stuff that doesn't make any sense while we sit here and eat
Well,
Taco Bell.
I am.
Hold on, there's a thing I gotta do.
It's
I gotta-
Arby's.
gotta-
I want to say it's
I
Arby's.
gotta put this back.
I gotta give that a just.
Now we're back to this. Yeah, you're a hell of an interviewer, man. You know, it's just see, John, but your your ideas.
But let me ask you.
No, again, there'll be comments for this.
Yeah. So many people will be like, I would totally. Yeah, I bet you Sam jumps on it if I portrayed it to him. And I said, Sam, this is how I pitch
You're not
it.
gonna get this
Listen-
far, though.
listen
no
to my
name
pitch.
format.
Don't listen to my pitch though. So the pitch would be.
What if people go to the courthouse that are
Merely
Magic
deck
fans and
build.
change their name to fit this format? You know, man, I got the
Well, it's
form
initial
here.
deck.
I'm gonna change my name.
Hey,
to
we play on behalf of
Buddy
initials.
Holly.
We play on
Pumpkins.
behalf of initials, motherfucker. We know these cards, bitch. We know B's and R's. I got my Boros Crew. I got my Boros Reckoner.
Change my name to Xavier because I want that sweet X card
Yeah,
somewhere.
you can't want what you can't have. These are your initials. This is what the rules you gotta buy, motherfucker. These are the rules. I am your government.
I think my idea is so much
Come on.
better and it's simpler.
No, I mean,
Pure.
we should actually get a vote.
No, again,
Let's get an American vote on it.
No, again, I don't want
America,
fans,
it's time to vote again.
Look, our seven.
What is better,
the
initial
seven
or
subscri-
pure?
The 7 subscribers will tell us.
Yeah.
Again, we want to see this match. We want to see the pure versus Bills. And please tell us, scream at us, swear in our comments. Just get toxic. Bill loves toxic because I'm going to make you answer all of them. Oh yeah, just
fuck them.
Just
Fuck them up.
coddle that toxicness. You know you're about that.
Well, I'd bring them on. I mean, they'll join me. I will, rake them in my arm.
You've learned too much from this, like just this whole
Greatness.
election. That you can't trust your soul, man.
Yeah.
You can't
No.
be beyond boundaries. Like
You got to be smart.
I'm an
You got to
abortion
be
guy.
quick.
I'm a death penalty guy. I'm a gun guy. I'm for helping out people if they're
I
at
get
an
the
issue, but
drippy
not
lawyers,
to a point.
motherfucker. I get the drippy lawyers.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm
keeping
a-
people out that should be here.
But yeah, we all agree you should make an initial deck. I was telling everybody, Buckley's got one. PB.
Can you make a price point on this if it's under? Like,
You have to build to oneself. You have to.
no,
You have to be confident in your
card.
card.
It's got to be popper.
You have to.
I'm not putting this shit in a goddamn deck that you're.
You got to be confident in your cards.
You go find a Black Lotus, and I mean, somehow like Bill's got a Black Lotus in his
You
build
have
deck.
to be very confident in your cards. You got to
And
pick
then
your
when
color.
you call it, so I got my Nick deck.
I did red white because of Boros. That's the red and white. And Boros and Bill, they linger in reliability and relatability.
Yeah, I love how we're trying to I am offering to build you a commander deck. I have the resources here.
I want to see the world wants
What
to
we're
see you
talking
build
about
an initial deck. The world wants to see Nick Kuehl's initial deck. Will it compete? Then you're competing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's almost like Pogs. What if I win and I get to keep it? That means I keep the other's initials. I'm taking your name. I'm taking your initials.
Okay, now you're taking an idea I had years ago. There should be a Magic tournament called
like
decks.
Pogs.
Well, no. You come in with the deck.
We play for keeps, bitch.
Go lose them. You lose the damn deck. Yeah, I think that should be a thing.
So you want to become the biggest villain in the world and take everybody's decks? All right, give it here.
I'm not that good.
Give it here.
But would that be something you'd watch on cable?
If there was an initial, initial deck.
Oh, you got Bill here.
Yeah, I got Johnny Depp.
Home of the
He
initial
can only
deck.
play with
Home of the initial deck.
Johnny Depp here. He can
By
only
the
play
way-
with J's and D's. Up next, Johnny Depp versus Nick Keel and NK. Let's see what colors and combos these boys can pull out.
It's spelled table right now. That is the thing. I should have recorded that match the other night because it was pretty good.
Come on, come on.
But you know, I'd love to play with, but you know,
Yeah, I don't have any
cell
mini
phone
cards.
support.
Well, on behalf of Apple, you know, can I play match? I
Can
can
we,
play.
can we let not have the Arby's sponsorship anymore? Are you done with this?
They'll,
I'm gonna have to blur that out.
no, they're gonna agree with you. They're gonna well, Arby's.
Yeah.
Where's the beef?
Thanks for being witness to this man that has diverticulitis.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Hey,
the Arby's.
Dur-
Thanks to the Arby's.
During a flare, it's good to.
I really should
you
wear
know.
my mask around you, even though you're tested yesterday.
Oh, this is my mask.
You on a sweet mask? So my buddy Paul, they stopped by, and he was all bragging about these masks he found. They were like custom made from an American company. He gave me like about 10 of them. And I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Try it. I guess, you know, in this day and age, it's nice to give, but apparently it's like triple layered and everything. But just you look at it, does it look similar to the other one? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not knocking it that they're all the same, they're all different, or there was care like.
Well, this
I don't
one
know,
feels very much thicker.
Yeah. Well, he did mention it's thicker, and I'm like, all right. And he says equivalent to an N95, but now 'tis the season to not get.
What if you put
COVID.
drugs on here? Did you just Bill Cosby me though?
Do I have any reason to? Like, there's days I want you to leave.
He
Is
just
it
can't,
possible?
yeah, he just takes naked.
No,
Yeah, he talked about taking naked photos with a mask on.
and your organs aren't worth nothing either.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, there's no reason. Like,
Oh, you can sell
no,
my
you
organs.
go home.
This
Well, I'm
brain.
sorry, the natives need you more than I ever will for anything. Yeah, okay, you're
Yeah.
fun to have around, but come on.
The natives.
You know you want to go home. You know you got a cat. You want to take care of the kitty.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
I thank you for taking care of the kitties.
I'm not leaving yet. Are you kicking me out?
No, I want you to stay. But
I'm
there's
gonna-
days that, like, you get there with the toxicness. You know, like I've never seen a man make me love Hank Hill so much
You
for
know,
no reason.
it's Hank.
Well, and then
It's Hank the Tank.
and then
Boy,
Gigi Allen. I couldn't
he's a.
in any way put that footage on because the microphone's fucked up, but that's my fault.
Isn't that magical that now he's a part of your life? You know, because now that's in your memories. Akil. I mean, I like to share with people memories of Gigi Allen shitting in his brother with a big beard. Bite it,
Oh God!
bite it.
You didn't email me, did you? No, this is
What? You scum!
So we have to get to this. Hold on, I'm getting back to Paul here.
Bite it, you scum.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I was very surprised. I gave it about an 8, 9. I thought it was lovely for a lot of things. And yeah,
It's gonna
very
look-
much appreciated,
Man,
man.
it looks like
And I guess
shit.
the one question is, why didn't we do that instead of having a restaurant?
Look at that one.
Come on, man. I'm in the middle of...
You're gonna do that at Thanksgiving.
Why? Just let me finish.
Gil, do you need TP for your own hole? Quarantine 2020. I want to bring us back.
Look, we're all just trying to live here. I don't want to bring it to, like, the only way to cope with all this bullshit is just to be awful towards one another, and,
Who would be awful
Hey,
towards one
Ryan.
another?
Okay, let's get back to this. Do you want to build a deck around this format? I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I'm.
Let's do red, white, these colors. I got some Boros stuff, man. But you got to pick 2 of them, 2 of the 3. So again, the ones
You
that
can
zero
only have
drop.
one commander, though, can't you?
No, you can have 2. That's the whole idea.
Why
See
would
the
you
partner.
end
Look at
up
the partner
having-
mechanic.
Oh,
Read the partner mechanic. This whole set built a lot of new commanders. Like kind of the War of the Spark, they did a ton of planeswalkers. So again, these are just cheap. Commanders,
those two
but-
for sure.
Okay, these 2.
Yeah,
So again,
but you know,
But again, every turn. Yeah, so typically with Commander, you're playing against 3 other people. You should know this. So that's going to just every turn do the damage I do to you to everybody. And then every turn when he attacks, he's getting bigger. So again, 1 turn 1, 2 turn 2, so on and so forth. But you're hitting everybody. You're bolstering that damage. That feels like a fun thing to play. Talia, you finally come out?
See, with an initial deck, if you beat somebody with a certain creature type, you have to get that creature tattooed on your chest. It's rules of the road. But yeah, I would, it's going to be an interesting build. So, the first letter of
Good.
this
I really want this one. I really want that one.
but the first starts with a K.
We're not building that deck. We're building a commander deck. I told you. You need to get with the times, Bill.
Oh,
That's why everyone plays this commander.
No, a commander deck with only your initials. So every card your commander.
Now you're officially a monster. You are a domestic terrorist. These are bad
Gotta break
ideas.
the.
You're wasting people's time.
Buckley
And
did it.
again,
You don't think I could convince Samuel? You don't think I?
no.
Should we take?
this-
We
no,
gotta take a bet on it.
You're not getting the universe to egg a sound like that.
I bet you if you text Sam right now,
Look, again, you're building that deck, and I'm building my deck idea. If you want to do this,
60 or
I'll agree to
60
that.
card?
60. I'm doing the
That's standard.
I'm doing the pure. You're doing your stupid initial deck. 60 cards, all formats. You can put anything in there. If you somehow get a Black
I
Lotus,
can't
good
do-
for you.
Uh,
If you somehow get a Black Lotus, good for you. But I'm gonna do my pure deck. There are gonna be a couple Dark Rituals and a goddamn Yargles in it.
so you're saying it's black because it's gonna be pure and black. Why? I don't know why. These are two Ks. Red, white. Nick Keel. Keel starts with a K.
I have 6 commander decks, Bill.
So besides pure, I'm definitely building a commander.
Okay,
deck.
well then again,
Yeah.
just say we're doing this. Look through the
Well,
book.
you got to prequel them. This is the first. This
Look
is
through the
the
book.
first episode, and then
Look through the
these
book,
are the
Bill.
fucking.
Pick out like
Those are the
Here,
two
here.
commanders.
Look through the book here. Start with the
Wait,
back, all the
no.
new stuff. This will be your Christmas gift, Bill. I'm not going to give you something huge.
No,
You're not getting
no,
the
I
dude,
don't
like,
need
and
that.
then those are all fake, so you don't want to look through that.
See, I could use this one.
It's fake. These
Bizarre.
are all fake.
A bag. That's got
These
a
are all
B in
fake. I'm just demonstrating.
it. B for Bill. R for Ruben. How does that tickle your top, Keel? I gotta know.
doesn't. It strikes me
As dumb?
elitist.
Elitist?
What?
That's great commentary.
You're looking through
Hey,
this.
dude,
You're-
that is
here,
great because
There's some,
I get that point. You don't want to play on behalf of your fucking initials.
all right. From the Monte cards. Here's some red. Here's some. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Is that red white? Yeah, that's red white. You want one of that? That's like sense.
I got
it.
I got to dedicate more time though because
Well, no, but
I'm under the weather.
Let's do some of this
I'm
live.
stoned.
You have
I'm
diverticulitis.
stoned. I got diverticulitis,
You're a monster.
and
You have time.
look what he does. Is this just? I think the general
I'm
public are going to think you're a
encouraging you
monster.
to play a game.
No, it's not encouraging.
Wait. Like,
You said you don't
you're
like your
sick.
initials.
You're sick, and you're eating this wholesome food, and this hot beer, and this but you don't have time to sit here and just look at some cards that I'm going to give you, within reason,
Well,
just to participate. And then I did want to show you the spell table. Here, check this out, Bill. This is, if you want to know what the new hotness is, we'll take a little break here.
Somebody stop and edit. There's no stop and edit
Okay, so
with our Father who art in heaven.
those are the wrong.
Hallowed be
This is
thy
the wrong
name.
thing, Bill. So yeah, this is a spell table.
Thy
What this
kingdom
does, create game. Great. So what this does,
Oh, I do like this card a lot. Negate. It's 2-drop. Color your non-target creature spell.
No. Okay, so Bill, what this does right off the bat, it's gonna show us quick.
Angel.
Or maybe not.
What kind
no,
of
here,
Angel
okay,
of
Bill,
Glory
Here,
Rocks?
listen to me for a
Jesus
second.
Christ.
So this is what sets up. If our camera wasn't being used by OBS right now, which I don't know why it's not piping through, because I think it's being used, but it pipes me in here, You click add,
Chatterbait.
you add your commander, which you search for, like mine is JHOR. This here puts that there. It says my colors right there. It has your infect damage. You up here and go down, 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 up, up, up. But yeah, it just pipes your camera in, and there's audio for 4 people. So the other night, me and Jacob played. I was here, he was here, this idiot was here, and this dude I met was here, and we just had a nice Magic game. And now it leads me to believe I'm gonna have to figure this out on my other computer how to do this.
That's pretty sweet.
No, it's great, Bill. But if you had a webcam or PC or anything besides your iPhone and your music, like I said, diversify. But yeah, this is
music. Once you get that, then it's just no going back. Man. It's just no going back.
right. Just offer
Trading with food too, though.
Yeah, but I don't talk about it. Again, I've
Intimidated by them fucking
threatened,
angry cooks.
I've threatened to do a cooking show at the current place I'm working at, but I don't know. I don't pay the radio station tons of money to just do his voice.
You're playing Magic, video games, and cooking all at the same time. You gotta.
Well, okay. I mean, if that's
you
the,
gotta
if that's
go.
the format, if that's the format. I'm cool with that.
But it's gotta be. You can only do stuff with your initials. Yeah, you can only do your actions have to be only. Wow, that would be really
I
tough.
am not even going into. Come on, man. All right, did you see anything that's red and white?
Yeah, I saw a lot of it.
Well, then yeah, you just start I'll tell you if it's like.
But I want to do more investigating when I'm not. It's because.
Oh, I'm saying you're just avoiding this because you've had a beer and the diverticulitis got and you
homegrown.
No, your Adderall comes
to
from a pharmacist. Your Adderall comes from a pharmacist.
That wore off. I took it earlier.
Oh well, yeah. Again,
you
got a level above me. You know how many professional Magic players get drug tested before they get to play Magic? I'm just shocked you're at an advantage right here.
But
and then
no, you're sounding like a rapist.
And then you were telling me we gotta play this today.
A convincing rapist.
Bill, did you ever play this as long as you're just ducking and dodging the Magic conversation?
I'm ducking and dodging because I will build.
Ninja Turtles.
I played the shit out of it.
No, you didn't. That game is so unfortunate.
What?
That game is so fucked up difficult. The second one's an incredible piece of artwork.
No, I played the one on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I've never played this game. Never played it.
Oh God, Bill.
Yeah, no, I
tell you what.
How many cards do you have to pick for Commander?
100.
Yeah, I'm not picking 100 cards.
Well, then I'm okay. Give me an idea, and I'm gonna go with that. You see?
I already about the election. I want to talk about it.
I'll build it for you. I'm just saying, approve the commanders. I'll make it good, and I'll keep it cheap. And it'll be your Christmas gift. If you're too lazy to just...
Yeah, I have faith in...
Your music addiction is horrible.
Yeah, I'm ADHD. You got to think about chemistry. Weren't you a chemist at one point?
I had to take chemistry.
And did you fail?
No, I've passed every class I've taken. Except that one alcohol test. That cop wasn't certified. He was a fake cop, though.
I would do.
A fake cop, then
I would do.
I mean, I'm sorry. Cops can be fake too. Along with election results. Math's not real anymore. Thanks, Harry. Bad real. 1 + 1 is 3.
Science,
1
bro.
+ 1 is 3. I think the next election we should say if you're a rich white man, you get 2 votes instead of 1, 2 instead of 1.
Pokemon. How many Pokemon cards you got there? This is definitely one.
Okay, yeah.
See this card? See this card?
Pull things you want. There's nothing in here that's nothing. Oh, it's a common. It's just swag. Yeah, keep going.
No. What I want to do
here, the idea.
Is...
Just take out, because I some reason have a lot of commons and uncommons in there, because I just either think it's an idea. I think it's an idea, or it's pretty up. It's not white, and
that's red.
It's got green in it, though, doesn't it, Forrest?
No. It's one red.
Hold on. So, Curdy, when a controller has a force in play, unfortunately, so that's a green. Yeah, you gotta keep. You gotta keep.
I gotta read.
Yeah, sorry, look, you gotta keep it in white and red. There's a shatter there.
That's why it was
There's
in
a
damn
shatter.
red
There's
green.
there's a shatter on the other side.
There's a fucking slut with your name on
There's
it.
a cartouche of Zeal. Those are neat.
Yeah, but I got 4 CDs for $4.
No, again, this isn't a, like a just get a start. Again, pick out some rares that are like
You know what
50
expensive
cents.
Magic is now? Fiscally expensive Magic is now.
You know how expensive. You know how expensive radios are now. You know how many radio stations you get. You know how many things are live on YouTube right now. There's some
Oh,
guy in the
that's
basement
just
just
saying.
slinging tunes.
You know, that's just saying.
You know how many people like
Fuck-
you or
fuck
me
the
right
man.
now think that someone's gonna give a shit about this? Look at these guys. Look at your Magic cards. Talking about Turtles drinking some beer and taking Adderall. Apparently, oh no, you're just taking Adderall because your doctors are native.
I'm my
I'm part of the Island Health Plan. It's so good, and I get paid every week. You're just, avoiding this whole COVID thing because, sovereign nation. Thanks, government. Well, fuck off.
They don't.
Heck, yeah,
They're trying to kill us.
If you're comfortable with it, cool.
They're trying to
kill us. If you're
us.
comfortable with it, cool.
They're just trying to kill us.
If you're accepting of that, if you're
Well,
going to die for your drugs.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe in science, dude. I mean, it'd be just such a fucking waste.
Are you, how long...
It would
Okay,
be
here's
such
a
a
viable
waste.
question. How long would you wait in line if the cure was available tomorrow,
Mm.
but it wasn't going to be available till next week, and you can get in line now, and it's like the
cure for what?
the vaccine for COVID.
Oh, I would.
What else do you think I was referring to in this day and age? Gambling addiction?
Yeah, that's not.
Like the worst ghost ever.
The best. The best.
Hey man, you helped me land a plane with Murph, and there's points where I look at that video again, and first of all, like
Quit.
we actually landed it, and then just I didn't tell anybody, but we had a musical performance. Small.
We're quick. We gotta be quick on the mind.
Well, no, but
You gotta be quick on the mind.
Content, and then just after Jacob moved, this month's been like, and then all the other stuff, shit's coming back. Our hours got cut at work, and I got, well, is this what I wanted? It's like, well, like you said, yeah.
Dude, you gotta be happy with what you want, though. That's the number one thing. The most inviting thing is being fluent in one's own mind. You just gotta be permanently happy. Can't force it on anybody, because everybody's mind's different. You know what I mean? Everybody's mind is different.
The diverticulitis talking, right?
Well, for most,
How many painkillers do you want?
I've never. I don't take much painkillers, but I take Adderall because Do you believe? But you believe in doctors, right?
I believe in medicine.
Believe in meds.
I don't believe in doctors. There's certain bad doctors. There's certain awful doctors. There's
But
a guy that's kind of leading our country now that's talking about
very much, yeah.
gather at Thanksgiving because it could be your last. How? No.
Do you believe in diagnoses?
I believe there was medicine, there was chemistry, there was math, there was science, there was level of experiment in nature that got us to this point, a level of technology and things and verifications
Agree.
other system checks that got us here.
Agreed.
That makes sense, that across a community that validates things.
Agreed.
Amongst cultures and languages that we've all said, yeah,
Agreed.
that's a good idea, versus, hey, 1 + 1 is 3 now. I don't know if you heard, 1 + 1
Agreed.
is 3.
But you still believe in
And
medicine.
that they're eating babies, Bill. They're eating babies.
Exactly.
They're eating babies.
So we agree on medicine.
Go ahead then.
Have you taken any medicine for anything?
Yeah, there's time I broke my arm.
How about mentally though? Mentally.
No, alcohol. My bartender is my therapist, and then
Do you not believe in it?
Can I reiterate the non-prescription drug?
Yeah.
The non-prescription. Well, I mean, what are you talking about, like depression or like?
Yeah, just anything that.
Okay,
like,
look, I'll take some ibuprofen for like. I have some teeth issues occasionally. In between Tylenol and ibuprofen, I'll take that. I do get some heartburn, so I'm on some omeprazole.
but nothing.
Otherwise,
mentally.
beer, and otherwise, I have a brownie once in a while. We recorded that the other week.
The only answer is why. Why not nothing mentally?
Because I don't believe in you have a therapist. It's an easy way out. That
You
somebody
don't-
has
you don't have to have
somebody
a
has a
therapist.
problem, somebody has an issue. Rather than talking it out, here's something that'll numb your brain to the point where you're just like, you know, just deal with it.
It's science,
Just
bud.
deal with it. Yeah, it's just things, just stuff.
I
and,
think you
know,
got.
cats are good.
You
up
work. You
and
work medically
down.
though. You know.
You let's
science.
go to Pizza Hut and Taco Bell John's. And we'll bring it here. And we'll get a foot massage from Amazon. We'll put on some Bob Marley and just hang out, and everything will be better.
They don't do that to you though. I mean,
Well, it numbs the mind, and
no, it's science. It feeds those numbers.
Okay,
I know. I'm just saying science.
bartended, ran a liquor store for years.
You're trying
Look
to
at
sell
all
a
the-
point saying you're bartending when
Look at all
somebody's
the
saying
stuff.
science.
Stop. I had a retired principal from Ellsworth
Mhm,
come in all the time to buy wine, beer occasionally.
mhm.
And I said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah, I asked him what he did one time. Just make conversation. You're selling stuff. That's what a salesman does.
Mhm.
Line cook. I don't want to deal with people. That's why front of the house is that. But anyways, he said, we got a kid. I go, yeah, these kids, all these parents just give them these meds because they just don't want to deal with them. I think it's just unfair. He's like, there's times, I've had a attention deficit disorder, diagnosis myself. The guy's in his 60s. I
Mhm.
said, really? Yeah, I said, you as an adult, the doctors told you that you have trouble focusing, trouble,
Yep.
keeping your mind on a task,
Mhm.
keeping it work, not just being scatterbrained, the look of bird syndrome, as I worded.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, and I came to the conclusion like the medicine was just harsh, and it's
For
something.
one individual.
Yeah, well, again, he said
Yeah.
I just focused, I overcame it, and it's like it's something to do. Not everyone can do, but again, like I came to the conclusion that what they prescribed me, which was the Adderall, I said it was too harsh on me, and as I aged, it was like I
Understandable.
But then he really talked me through that. He was able to just overcome that, and again,
But if you can't overcome,
Well-
you kind of have to do something, correct?
well, I believe in medicine if you need it, if you need it,
If you need
if
it.
you need it.
Okay.
Like again, I'd rather.
So I got to admit,
I'd
if you
rather-
need
I'd
it,
rather
you got to
not
take it, right?
have to take a meprazide or meprazole, whatever,
But we need it. I take
Well,
it too.
for heartburn.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have the heartburn.
Yeah, me too.
I'd rather not take some painkillers for some
Mhm.
teeth that I have issues with. I'd rather not have the teeth issues.
Mhm.
So again, from that standpoint, would you rather not have attention deficit disorder if that was an option?
You're saying that.
Again, I'd rather not have teeth issues, but they're there. I'd rather not have issues with heartburn, but it's there. But I overall would rather not have either issue versus taking a med to correct that. Because then now I got to take meds every day.
But
Then that's an
that's
expense too. Like, well,
yeah, but you,
do you need it, or
Yes,
would you
very
have the
much.
option to not have it?
I would like the option not have it, but I have.
There.
But I have to take it.
Well, again, if you'd like the option to not have it, if the doctor said tomorrow you can take this pill or we can do this procedure and you will not have this anymore, you will not have to buy meds for it, and you'll feel
Oh,
normal.
if they could,
you'll feel
yeah.
normal.
If
That's
they-
basically it.
If that could be the option, but that's not the option.
Well, again,
right. That's not the
same
option
thing.
right
okay,
now.
with glasses, I wear contacts, which is the happy medium. Again, I got a sister that just got her surgery, but again, that's the option. Like, do you want to wear glasses, or if you
I
have the
want to wear
option
glasses.
to, if you want to wear glasses,
I want to wear glasses.
okay. Well, if you have the option, you want to wear glasses. You want to wear,
Yeah.
if you had the option to not wear glasses, and you didn't have to buy glasses, or like a maintenance fee, as it were. Because right now,
Well,
in
yeah,
that sense, if you were normal, if you didn't have to pay a doctor to look at you and pay for
Mhm.
medicine, would that be an option versus you have to take this every day on a scheduled regimen? You can't forget.
But there
you're
would
not
be
gonna
no
feel normal.
there. But are you saying if you started taking Adderall, it would be required for you to take
Well,
it?
no, but like if you
'Cause
didn't
there's
have,
never
if you
gonna be a
didn't have attention
requirement.
deficit disorder at all.
Yeah, but I
If
do.
you do-
I do.
Look, I think too much. Everyone's told me that. I think
Yeah.
too much. Every person in my life has told me I think too much.
Did a doctor say that?
No, because I'm not told a doctor I think too much. What does the doctor say? Well, I think too much. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Well,
thinking
then you're
so
not
much.
being honest. Then you're being stupid.
Well, no, but you're going to go down this diagnosis line that, hey, you are focusing.
Yeah, they're
too much-
doctors. You're not
You're-
making any sense. You look.
You're not making any sense.
That's why that's politics for you. Because, like, I'm gonna say, I don't mean to sound rude, but you sound retarded.
No, I'm saying you're not looking at this objectively. It's like,
No, but if somebody has ADHD, then they
would you
are.
rather not have ADHD?
But you can't do anything about it unless you're taking it. You
What if,
understand?
but if you didn't have it in the first place, you wouldn't
But
even-
I've got it. Because you have to be honest. If you know you have it, I knew I had it. I fucking knew. Because if you're different while taking the Adderall, because what does it do? What's the chemical compound of Adderall?
It's an amphetamine, Bill.
Yeah, and what
But
is it?
again, there's a very little form between that and a street drug.
But
And again, what I'm getting at, they have told people, they have told magic
are
killers-
you hinting that you have an addictive personality and you would abuse it?
Well, I'm an addictive personality.
Okay.
In my
All right.
past, I
Now
kind of been
you
that.
should have just said it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
I've had some
You
friends
should have
like that.
just said.
Well, again,
Because there's other people that are not.
I'm not looking at it like that, but
Oh,
still, like I'm just.
But I get it at that point because then you're worried.
Well,
There's got to be another way instead of an amphetamine to do it. I get that point, but you have to get it on a scientific aspect on thinking of why
I think
they've
too
done
much.
clinical study.
There's points where I'm
They're-
pretty sure
'cause they're-
that if
they're
I'm a
delighted- they're-
physician,
This is a collective mean average on it, and typically doctors are going to know. So they'll even ask you, and you have to be honest, is this medicine working? And you're like, fuck yeah. But it's all in an honesty factor, because I was at the point where I needed to take it because I could not function on my own
well,
without.
again, if you can't, then
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And there's a point where I've had friends that they've explained that to me.
Mhm.
They went a different route, and it kind of just there's been issues
Yeah.
along the way.
Are
and
you
such.
in belief that it's not?
I think it should be there. I think there's
Yeah.
points where if I told the doctor,
You have to believe in mental disarray, though. Have you had mental disarray?
Yeah, like there's points I do. Like Bill, I've been struck by lightning. I tell people that it's kind of I don't want to say it's a crutch for things, but it is a point where I do operate differently, and I have noticed over the years that people tell me you think too much, and again I'm always here, there,
Yeah,
everywhere.
That's
And again-
but that's not ADD or ADHD.
But I mean in a kitchen, like this, or you work, you have your head constantly on 800 different things. This needs to be done.
But
we
it
got
helps.
prep work to be done.
Helps
this
with an
needs to be done.
ADHD person.
But yeah, there's
And that's
points
why
where
there's crutches you can
I-
do to
I've-
operate.
I've gotten me into that.
But I see when you have it to a severe, you need it to operate in daily life, where somebody who can't physically get up and do a daily task like taking out a garbage.
Well, okay, again,
cleaning a
have you been
room.
crippled before? Like again, the only time there's been 2 times in my life
Crippled?
that
Oh,
well, I mean, just you
brain
couldn't,
surgery.
you couldn't. Well, okay, not like
Yeah.
that, but you just couldn't do it. Like you woke up, you said, you know what, world, fuck it, just like.
Oh,
There's a girl I work with. There's
Oh,
a girl I work with
yeah.
that.
I was in a psych ward twice, but
Well,
I mean,
I was in a jail twice. You went
Yeah.
from me. I drank my 20s. I drank my
But,
early 30s.
yeah. They don't help you mentally in a jail.
It could be labeled as depression. I want to look it up objectively
Yeah.
like that. Or just I was in 3 wrong places at 3 wrong
Gotta have
times.
faith in medicine, man. I'm
And
just
it was
telling you.
1 month before a 10-year deadline, which is what all
Your
the
life
laws
will
said.
change. Your life will change.
Well,
immediately.
yeah, but again,
I mean, it's because it's one choice to make the.
let me
effort.
buy a gun though. I found
Yeah.
that out the other day.
Yeah.
No, I was helping a friend of mine buy a gun. I'm like, you just run my thing and see if I'm cleared. She's like, yeah, we can do that. Price this and that. I'm like, cool. And then, so man.
It's
you're
always
good
one.
to go. You want to come buy some guns? And I'm like,
Yeah.
See,
See, it's easier to buy a gun to get medicated than get medicated. That's very
Well,
true. It's
but
health,
why?
but healthcare. See, healthcare for me is the biggest.
See, I'm a
pushing point.
firm proponent of, look, man, if you like guns, buy like 2 or 3. Otherwise, get a VR headset. You can do a lot with a VR headset. We'll end on that for a second, because I just want to pause the video.
I think a lot of the
All right,
conversation topic.
Sorry, I ain't recording it. I'll come back to just Adderall. But again, if you were that bad and you need this medicine, that's completely understandable, and it's completely within your thing. I mean,
Right on.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Bill. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm just like, there's points where I look at things that if you didn't have it in the first place, because then, like, I don't like a maintenance
Can I have
fee.
another beer?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Do you want a hams or do you want a regular?
Hams. I don't want to fucking steal you.
Again, we're all trying to be safe here, Bill, in the form of things, but and then we do like hams.
But in your goddamn right mind. So are you afraid to take pills because you feel you'll conquer the world? I mean, the only reason I ask
we just talked about this. So there's a positive and a negative, and there's a positive and a negative.
I get your negative though, and
Again,
I'm
if you
100%,
perceive that
dude.
you're already
I'm on your side with that because I
again,
get
like when you do
visual tell too, and
you're doing other things. You're doing a different thing altogether. There's one thing you're doing more. There's another thing you're doing less. If you're not on it, there's one thing you're doing more, and there's another thing you're doing less. Like
yeah, you have to. I'm more sincere, I think. I mean, I'm Josh. You gotta know what I'm joshing, but I think I'm way more sincere when your stats are to the numbers they should be. Because if they're on a low end,
we'll do this at least once. You want to foil Pokemon Lands for swag? You gotta have that swag, Bill. I got enough to give you some swag.
dude, I almost want you to build it because I just want to see the visual.
I'm going to.
I like to see.
But you picked.
It's not my art, so show me art. That's my concept.
You didn't pick this one, so we're going.
It's not my art. Show me art. Bill Rubin. Write it down. Fucking trumpet.
But again, on a side point, you have an initial deck. Where is it? You didn't.
It's at Buckley's. It is at Buckley's.
Can you get that back? Is that within?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Because you can't waste 20 minutes of my time talking about this idiotic concept.
So have you built a pure deck?
I'll build a pure deck. I'm going to. I just wanted a reason to, and I wanted to run it by so it wasn't like, hey, why'd you build this dumb deck? And I'm like, well, let's say it was part of a bet, as it were, and then let's maybe make it for the deck.
You know,
you get mine and I'll get yours if it comes down to it.
My coworker Robert, this is his least liked beer
Really
of
off
all
subject.
time. Yeah, I'm gonna tell
Completely off subject. Let's agree to this. The comments will say you're gonna go your initial deck. You get it back from Buckley. I don't care. You can modify it. I'll approve it.
Everybody knows. They've came to the conclusion. I'm gonna kick your ass and I'll bring it. And then you're gonna be so worked up about losing. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna build one. The NK deck.
And then I'll just buy it back for you for $1.
No, we will play.
Or no, I'll just.
Hey, we should play for keeps. Play for keeps.
No, I just said that. We are.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
You owe me from talking again.
I owe you $4. Don't let me forget.
Forget
Thanks
it.
for that.
Just get this deck.
Thank you.
Quit talking about it. But
I got 4 CDs.
Hey Buckley.
Yeah.
Do you still have this deck?
Why are you encouraging me to get on my phone? Why are you so into phones and getting on phones and shit? I don't want your Tinder account. Suck my dick. MySpace. But you did have a big MySpace profile. Let's keep that in mind.
I tried to care. Tom still was my friend, which every time you reference MySpace. Hold on.
Come on!
I sit down looking at a card with this man. Sure, I'll give you a cheap Planeswalker. We'll put this bitch in here. Hurry.
Planeswalkers can't be in Commanders, can they?
Yeah, they can. There's just a ban list. They get.
Can you have regrowth in a commander deck?
Hold on, we'll stop this. Let me bring up a. Just stop for a second.
The shit producer.
All right, Bill.
Are you producing shit?
Yeah, I tried to, except the co-producer.
You gotta edit.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to edit this anyway just to make sure.
Oh man, as a host, I would just be like, Jesus Christ.
All right, well again, yeah.
You know, considering I work in radio, and if I was doing what you're doing, they'd be like, fucking. What a
well, that's the joy of editing, and I am trying to like remember it. Look here's the Commander Band cards.
Go to R. Go to fucking R, slut.
You probably don't have any of these cards.
Regrowth is not on there, so you can use regrowth.
Again.
Okay.
I have a channel. I have a fast bond. I have a channel, but I have very few cards. So again,
I thought you meant channel like a YouTube channel.
No, this will be on a YouTube channel. Hams swilling.
Why?
This was your idea.
Why hate on hams? Why hate on hams though? Give me the reason. Just give me a reason.
There are times like hams. It's a good utility beer when you run out of I do like experimenting with this.
Oh no, yeah.
With Wisconsin.
You're being an American. Yeah.
I support local business.
Yeah.
I said that several times today as I bought. What did I buy? Where did I put that? Actually, back here.
Vintage vinyl. You support local businesses.
Yeah, again. Besides
Vintage vinyl
the Turtle
in Red Wing, Minnesota.
It was sad because
on Old West Main Road.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're promoting local business.
Exactly.
So I picked up the Jet Force Gemini and the N64, and the whole reason behind that was I'm a huge fan of rare stuff, and plus I had a buddy of mine that gave him his N64 years ago, thinking he didn't need it. Now he's got a kid that's like, video game playing age, and he just doesn't have any games in the house. I said, well, we got a Christmas plan for him right now. I said, you know what, I'll give you the N64 back, and I'll see what games you got. So he's got a few, but then I got the Mario. And you gotta have Mario. Like, is Mario, okay, that's what I was asking myself earlier. Is Mario on the N64 one of the best games, top 10, of all time? Like, my popular opinion by everything and stuff.
He might be my favorite Mario, but I really did like Mario Lopez
but, I mean,
of Saved by the Bell. There's Mario and then Mario Lopez. So that'd be my Yeah, I guess Mario's my first favorite.
No, but again, you played a game.
Small
You played
Italian
a
jumper.
video game.
I see. Video games
Anyways,
and Magic
I've got several digital copies.
is your go-to.
Like, whatever.
You
I
know-
got a copy of it. But again, what I'm getting at is like, I fell back to I think it might have been my SN64 game, which I have all these other games now. But I had a buddy that wanted them a while ago, and well, he was helping me out. So I said, all right, you know, like I got rid of when I sold Los the in the box gold Majora's Mask. I sold him an in the box with the book Conquer Bad Fur Day, and I sold him in the box with the book Perfect Dark.
Does he have the most video games? You know, in your of your friend circle? Because you have a lot too.
I do have a lot, but again,
But a physical hard copy.
Yeah, he's been hitting that more those hard collections. Like I got a decent amount of like things like that, which are again my Sega CD collection. I will not part with that. That is, but again, I'm ever wondering if like that again. You Google
$28. Give me a Sega CD game because we were under the impression
for sure.
Earthworm Jim is worth $85.
No, it's not. That's a reprint.
I mean,
of anything.
56, right?
No, that's the Jeweled Lotus I pulled, which
No, the Earthworm Jim. Your Sega CD Special Edition.
You're looking at the wrong. Yeah, that's
56. Okay, so give me another Sega CD game you have that you think is worth something.
probably Eternal Champions. That game's
Internal,
Eternal.
spelled ETERNAL.
Yeah, yeah.
Eternal Soldiers. Is that correct?
The Champions.
Eternal Champions. Okay. I'm stoned. My
You're not. You're on Adderall.
No, I'm off. I mean, it lasts 12 hours. You gotta look up. You gotta look up this stuff. I think it would.
Well, then
help
you ate a
out.
brownie earlier. Well, yeah, that's on you. I don't know. What you're
No,
talking
it's
about.
your. Yeah, you're giving me. No, that's jack
There's
shit.
kids
Keel.
watching this. Or kids watching.
That's
this.
jack shit. Its starting bid is at a penny right now.
What, Eternal Champions on the Sega CD?
Yeah.
I doubt you.
Look at that.
But I'm not looking at them now. Oh, there's 1 penny. Well,
Well, $4.75 shipping.
get it to me. I'll give it to you. Christmas present.
You just want another copy of Eternal? You're like, fucking double. I'm doubling up. It's alright, eBay. Why don't you like eBay? Explain. to
Okay,
me.
I ordered that Tandy shit off there.
Oh, you got fucked on eBay.
Well, not really, but I just do.
What, you're judgmental
I like official
company?
sellers. I like official. You know,
Pay the company.
eBay's people, and occasionally people have
Yeah.
issues.
They-
Whereas the company,
they can fuck you
whereas the
over,
company
but
say,
nobody's
hey,
fucked me over. You gotta have a little faith in people. But yeah, our president sucks. So, amen.
Really
and
off the
that-
subject. Really off
No,
the subject.
if they were listening, they would get the conversation. You're stoned and drunk, and I
Bill's
think
eating brownies all day.
And I think you're
Bill's eating
stoned and
brownies.
drunk. Featuring Nick here. Come on, give me another one.
Bill's eating brownies.
Eternal Champions. You own that? What else do you own?
Everything else is trash. Well, even
No,
though
don't say that, you fucking slut. Be respectful to the fucking Sega CD games. Damn it, Dan.
Okay. I have all 5 of the Resident Evils on the GameCube. That collection. Well, again, if you're getting into like
that's probably
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
so-
What's the one that's
the
worth the most?
Zero, the remake.
What do you think is worth the most?
I don't know. They're probably all worth about like $10. But again, I like that collection. I saw a date on there, and they had the Metal Gear Solid on PS3 election or Metal Gear Solid collection.
What do you own for Doom? Physical copies of Doom.
The computer disc upstairs. I have a digital copy on my 360 account. I think I might have bought a disc version and the CD version back years ago. And then I think at some point I bought like the shareware version, but like,
Oh,
well, I mean,
oh my God! I have a great question, Q. This is still pertaining to games. We're on the same category here. Are you ready? The question is, what system games? So games from a particular system that you remember trashing the most and being the most disrespectful with in your lifetime. At what age were they? Or you were just not being good to the game, game cartridges or game discs?
That Tandy Color Computer 3, which I've demonstrated that still works as a 4-year-old system, those games and controllers somehow got lost or in a garage sale or this or that. That's one example. Or like I talked about earlier in middle school or probably like late elementary, middle school. My NES collection just I lent them to people. We had Genesis and NES. Like I was like, oh, it'll come back, and then people
Either
started
it
playing
danced-
Sonic or Mortal Kombat, and we just forgot about
So
it.
you're talking
But
more
then
about
years
the.
ago, and then after that, people moved in middle school. People went away. People were like, I just lost track of some people, and like the
I'll
half
tell-
library didn't come back, and the other half
I'll tell you
couldn't
mine.
get to work.
It'd be number one would be the Sega Genesis for me because I remember I was like 5 or 6 because I'm not as old as you, but I remember
You're not as wise as me either.
suck my dick. Listen up, bitch. Are you listening? I was playing
You're all over the
Sega.
board too.
I was playing Sega Genesis, and I was, like I said, 5 or 6. And you were what, 14, 15?
Yeah, give or take. You were born in what, 89?
88?
Okay, so I'm 31. Or that's 31 back then. Or that's math's wrong.
Yep.
Kitty, what's up?
So it was a Sega Genesis, and I remember eating popsicles and playing Comic Zone,
I got this bitch
And-
for $9 today.
dipping my goddamn popsicle stick in the cartridge fucking holder. That's how I was 5 or 6, didn't give a fuck. And I was like, well, I'm gonna try to fit the game in with the popsicle stick.
You're saying you gave that much of a shit. Okay, that rewires this question altogether.
I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give
Maybe
a
the
fuck.
Tiger games that were handheld LCD things. Do you remember those?
Did you own one of them?
Several.
And
The
you were
Castlevania Double Dragon, they were bad. They were bad. Those dudes, then I'm like,
the video game cartridges?
no, they were these handheld LCD things with like 2 buttons on.
Yeah, I remember playing with that. I bought games like that at Kmart.
Those are actually on the Raspberry Pi. The Nintendo Game & Watch, all that they actually have in the Pi. I don't know how they did it, but it's cool.
I did a basketball one, and it was dumb as fuck.
Have you broken controllers?
In Rage, almost. No, Frank.
I'm convinced.
My dog.
I'm convinced Talia here, this cat, has knocked my PlayStation 4 controller off my thing so many times. It just does like the trigger buttons have issue. Like I was playing Destiny one day, I'm like they just were working. Like, well, that game just got bad, anyways.
You know what the best game was as a kid was Time Crisis. That's how young I am, Kiel. You ever played
You
Time
never played
Crisis?
Lethal Enforcers?
Was that before Time Crisis?
It was a little before, yeah.
Are you saying they get the cred for that format where you're timed to get to a certain area?
You had a physical gun. That was what Time Crisis was known for. It was on the PlayStation. You had to buy an actual gun, and you shot at the screen.
If you could put one arcade game system in your
You're not
house-
answering the time. Like again, what's the gun like?
You got the gun. It
What
hooked up
is
to the
Time
PlayStation
Crisis?
1.
Was time? Is that what I'm describing? It was a
It sounded like
on
Lethal
rail
Force.
arcade shooters that came with a gun.
Yeah,
Are you just-
yeah,
are
it
you
came with
throwing
that.
Are you just putting
It
words
came with
together
that.
and hoping it's a video game?
No, I had that game. That is it because it did come. It did come with
well,
the
I'm
gun.
getting it, so I'm pretty sure
I'm looking
Lethal
it up.
Enforcers came before that.
I'm gonna check right now because we have the internet. Fucking Nick Keel.
Yeah, I get it. It's
You know,
somehow you don't get it.
95. It was released in arcades in 95.
But did you have the gun with it? Did you have the game?
Yep, I had the game.
Did you have the gun with it?
Yep.
That's all I'm asking. So again, you are
You
learning.
asked it shitty. We're gonna ask the general. Did Nick Keel ask it shitty? Now they're gonna agree with me, just because it's the internet. Then go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, social media, brother. YouTube, what's up?
You are a level of
Americans. So okay,
funny. So we're listening to what here?
dwarves. I mean,
Dwarf.
off their famous album, Blood, Guts, and Pussy.
I'm talking about.
The song's called Let's Fall.
So they're a jazz band.
Yeah.
What did you classify this as?
They are a psychobilly
Punk?
/ rockabilly punk.
That is a lot of adjectives.
Yeah.
Now again,
Genres are very diverse. And
I
eclectic.
play platformers. I played shooters. The occasional puzzle. The occasional top-scrolling shooter. The occasional role-playing game. The occasional puzzle game. The occasional music game, Parappa the Rapper, maybe.
So I
The
would.
occasional simulation.
Here you go. Theo. This is
How did you word that again?
Here it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to.
No, you tell me what that was worded again.
What?
Hey, rockabilly.
Psychobilly, rockabilly, funk.
Point.
Very cool. But where I'll get you in knowledge is comparing dwarves to a video game. You know what would I compare dwarves to as a video game? Can you guess?
Golden Axe.
Postal 2.
I'm getting on that, Bill.
I
went through that.
I will
game
go a comparison.
Inspired by someone like, I don't know, like.
Created for the time. 1990. This was before Nirvana broke.
How did you go from Postal to Nirvana?
From what?
Postal 2 to Nirvana.
Because comparing it into a video game,
Does your brain just say random things?
It'll make
your
sense.
Mouth
You
comes out?
gotta listen for clarification. There's always got to be
Hi,
clarification.
John. Lay this on me.
So how I got to then Nirvana is basically the music scene, because 1991 was Nevermind, and this album was released in 1990. And why I compare it to Postal is, when did Postal come out?
The first one.
Postal 2.
That was.
Or the one you showed me.
That was 2001, 2, 3.
Yep. And look at the video game trends. When was video games put out that you remember of the time being that offensive? Was there a game that you recollect?
Well, again, Duke Nukem rose a lot of hairs. Mortal Kombat rose a lot of eyebrows.
But
Doom was
Postal
there.
to the
Doom
extreme.
was there. And again, you go back another night, Bionic Commando. Did you ever finish Bionic Commando?
Mm-hmm.
They resurrected Hitler. It's underlying there, and you shoot him in the face with a bazooka, and his face blows up, and they bloodily animate that. Contra, you murder hundreds of people. There's brain. Okay, Life Force, one of the first games I played on the NES. There was a brain at the end of the first level. That freaked me the fuck out.
Dialogue, though, was the dialogue offensive?
Well, you couldn't say the F word in those games.
In this game, was there any vulgar dialogue?
What game?
Postal 2.
Yeah, it was totally offensive. But
So
again,
dwarves, I would put that in that same category for comparison, because it's just to the extreme, to the nines.
were they to the extreme for the sheer aspect of being to the extreme, though?
Yeah.
Like that's like literally.
That's theoretically music.
Like what I saw Postal 2, and again, I heard vague things of it as me as a gamer over the years. And again, you watch YouTube, you go down that rabbit hole, and it's like you can't sleep at night. You leave something on that's droning, and I admire some of our creators out there. I don't want to be admired. Again, literally, I'm going for I already got more views than I need. It's like 12. And again,
passion.
Dude, you
passion of the.
You're a radio thing. You're a radio person.
I'm radio.
You went to college.
Kinda.
Well, okay. You went into a building where you sat at
where I gave money. Yeah, I went to school then. Yeah, I paid money.
Did you have a textbook? Was there a textbook in intro to radio? There was a textbook intro?
FCC guidelines.
Okay. So you're for the Federal Communication Commission. They're telling you can't say. Come on, what right now can you say?
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, piss, fart, turd, and twat.
Now,
you gotta remember.
I'm gonna leave that on here and see if YouTube will let me get away with that. I don't know.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt,
don't even get a song about it.
Tits, fart, turd,
Yeah,
and that is a song.
Okay.
You gotta know the music realm here, hey?
Yeah, I'm aware of the Beatles. Neat. Moving on.
Oh, the music community, I think, is now gonna just be like, hey, fuck Nick Keele, man.
This DJ for 15 years.
He was made for loving you.
I still.
Top 5
worst songs of all time. You just think about what that means. You approach a girl in a club. And just
you know what?
Musically,
do you know?
I was made.
You saw Nickelback. You saw fucking There's photo evidence of you seeing Nickelback. Okay.
No, I've been offered money for that, and it's bad. It was when I was working for the city, experimenting with Photoshop, crafting my arts. Just working with the AI.
Nickelback.
You make it interesting, and why did you take photos? Yeah, I get it. The ticket clearly says no photography. Anywho, yeah, I was more of an objective music person. Even though I think you're leading me way off a conversation we were trying to have.
Well,
And we're still trying to build you a magic deck.
see,
which is
you
what-
can expand my horizons definitely with gaming because of your knowledge. But if you tried to
well, again,
expand my horizons with
because,
music, I think you might look.
like in
retarded.
okay,
I don't know.
Like, music has been a thing since like ever.
You know,
Because it's
Creed.
easy to bang on a drum or a rock or on your noggin or to be or sing yeah Trump angry music.
Sam. Hey, there's Creed.
Get that out of my house, Phil.
Hey, you
Get-
want
get
Scott?
those-
Yeah.
Get those noises that your device is producing out of the area near where I sleep and my cats lie.
But can you take me higher? To a place where blind men see?
You know, I
Can you
I feel about
take
religion.
Me higher.
All right, Bill. Like, I'll give you.
So, give me.
I'll give you a preview. Like, I'm gonna build the deck I've been talking about. Like, where's Yard?
But give me. See, you know some weird video games, though. I'm just asking.
I know obscure things.
You know obscure video games. You very much.
Love obscure video games. I
Myself,
love Sewer Shark.
myself with music.
Sewer Shark.
But what is the most obscure game that you could say you rate as an A to yourself? Meaning something that is so odd.
like
that
almost
you-
like something I'd rather not tell people about, like a private pleasure. Like occasionally I'll sit in after. Okay, get the Raspberry Pi I have over there. The one thing I look at it like that's purely a research vessel. There's points for
But there's still love for it.
things
Right?
I have played, I have paid for in years past, I've rented before, and that's what that is. You know, there's people that say like, well, you know, emulation's like gray area. It's like I've given the video game industry a lot of money as a whole. I've given developers as a whole. I will give anybody anything for any amount of content. I play to the extent of what it is.
YouTube channel?
But again,
You given to a YouTube channel.
yeah, I have actually. Well,
Which one?
no, actually, I gave you a developer just today, but
Yeah.
okay, let's say Games Done Quick. Games Done Quick.
GDQ.
You,
GDQ.
I went to one. I donated.
badass. Passion. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's become
fucking-
interesting now. Like I
I
still
get-
agree with all this, but like it's gone from like people I identify with, these borderline closet nerds and huge fans of things and playing it well and appreciating the professionalism
Yeah,
of
dude.
how you can play a
Yeah.
game, to like popularity and finding obscure games for the sheer obscurity of it, just to like, or I don't know, like you just want to get rich through Twitch. I mean, if that's
Fuck
the thing, like,
yeah.
well, again, people send their kids to class of like little Johnny, go learn how to go learn video editing, go learn OBS, learn to play one game and only one game, the best of the best of the best. Watch all the task videos of it. You know, learn to just be broadcast, be friendly.
Fuck
You know,
yeah.
learn how to get like,
America.
hi, Arby's and Ham sponsor this video along with these cat treats. And again, Magic the Gathering. Because we're referencing them. We tried to build you a deck tonight.
But you always told me that you're a fan of corporate gaming, like EA, right? That EA is what
I'm
you.
a fan of the guy in the basement that's a single developer expressing one view, and it's lovely, and the soundtrack's awesome. And things like Cave
The
Story.
G.G. Allen of gaming.
He had a drummer that was taking two, Bill.
Yeah, yeah, man.
All right, yeah. Watch G.G. Allen. What's the Hatred Fest or Hatredy or like
Directed by the same director of The Hangover and The Joker.
Actually, that's the shocking thing. Yeah, the dude that directed The Joker. This was one of his first films, and
Is that not a mind drop too? A mind fuck?
well, you appreciate the artists. You guys look it up.
Yeah.
I will not watch that again.
Well, and how does it one as a
Bill, we're
director?
not talking about G.G. Allen anymore.
How does
We're not-
it one as a
we're
director
building-
come
we're
up with
building-
that?
We're building you a E-Commander deck. The whole point of this show, like, you need to get into this
G.G.
format.
Allen themed Magic deck. How would you do a shitting G.G. deck? It'd have to be black, right? Because he was typically punk
All right,
and
all right,
black.
next episode, Bill makes the G.G. Allen theme.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a G.G. Allen deck.
You write this down. You write this down.
Oh, I'd have to.
You don't.
Dark Ritual.
I will build
Yeah.
this thing. You write it
Oh,
down.
I'm G.G. Allen, Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Oh, yes. This is gonna work so well. The GG Allen. I'm done. I've made magic better. I've made magic better. Bill just made a GG Allen deck. I have to build magic decks based off of my music love.
That'll be episode 2. My deck format rules.
You want, yeah, because if I have GG, you have to do something like, I'm going to do the YouTube deck.
No, Billy, you know what the Gatherer is? You've seen the Gatherer. You can go on your one and only device.
Are you promoting a website right now?
It's magic. It's
magic.
It's
ho,
Wizards.
ho, ho. It's magic.
Wizards has a searchable encyclopedia of everything they've ever made. You can go to websites and buy the cards. But yeah, if you want to go through and type in, start with black, start with like
B
rituals, start with
BBs.
Naked, start with swamp, like muddy, start with the word muddy, start with the word like sacrifice, start with the word like just dark things.
Loot.
Like
What's that looting card?
Chosen from death, tenacious death, unburial rites. What's the dark ritual, dusk rose, dusk the dark word, chosen. Torments, ripper.
Do they have any words with biting?
brains.
You scum.
Scum, yeah, there's probably some. The spoiler, that's a neat word. Pilfering.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll have a soundboard. And every time I play one of the cards,
Demonic
I pick a
embrace.
GG Allen lyric.
That sounds happy.
Bite it, you scum. I'm doing a GG fucking deck. The GG Allen.
Reckless, faceless butcher.
Reckless looting. Yeah, reckless looting.
Reckless looting. Pontiff of Blight.
Reckless looting. Yeah, it's this GG Allen deck.
Murder,
First card.
Murder, you gotta have a murder in there.
I gotta have a murder.
Murder, yeah, you gotta have murder in there.
Yeah.
Doomblade, you just a lot of removal.
Dark Ritual and Murder, I know will for sure be in there. That is 100% fact. Dark Ritual and Murder, because those are good cards too. You gotta have some good cards.
Okay, yeah, 60.
If I made them all
deck,
common,
60.
I made them all common because of GG Allen. No, they have to be uncommon. Uncommon.
Just uncommon and common.
Yeah.
Don't put any rares in this.
Yeah.
I couldn't justify that.
Yeah, you can't have a rare in a GG
Is it pure
deck.
black? Is it pure?
Oh, can we do
What
black?
do you want to flash? You want to flash of red?
Yeah, can we wait?
You want to flash of white?
No, it'd have to be black and white. So it's like, yeah, it's
All
kind
right,
of brown, gray, black and white.
Do you want to splash of white?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So
Well, he's white.
We'll find a black.
He's definitely white. That's why we got the white there.
We will find a black white commander for you then.
Look at the GG Allen deck. People are gonna be like, "Oh, right on."
People are not. People are.
I should look that up. Maybe somebody's already thought of that. GG Allen Magic deck. I gotta look that up. I bet you the world is a mysterious. Mysterious. I won't doubt it. Some dude on Reddit's like, yeah, I did one. It had this.
Bill, on sheer principle, I'm gonna put in a history of Benalia because there's a story behind this.
GG Allen Oath deck. Yep, there is a GG Allen Oath deck.
Prove this to me.
MTG Goldfish.
No, prove this to me.
11
No, I want to see it. I want to see it.
So yeah, I'm late to the game. Oh, that's shitty.
What's in it? No.
Gristlebrand, Emrakul, the Aaron's Torn.
Okay, again, those are okay. What's the
Jace, the Mind Sculptor.
Okay, you know what?
Ancestral Recall, Brainstorm.
Yeah, you go ahead and pour that.
No way.
Yeah. Look at the price on that.
No.
Yeah, breaking the format. You're playing Pauper, bitch, and you know it.
Oh.
What's the price? 10 grand?
$38,154.39. It's a vintage. So that was at a vintage.
That's gotta be.
That's a vintage.
Why don't you go take?
Why would somebody make a GG Allen a vintage deck?
Good sure.
Well, he's dead. Yep, you're right. Oh.
Did we just record that? You, being the human you are, ponders if there's a G.G. Allen theme deck and go
there
and
is.
find it and someone made it vintage.
Yep.
Bravo! Just kudos to
Whoever did that.
Bill. I got this fork we can stick in that outlet behind you.
Yep.
It seems like a good idea. Let's
Yeah,
just do it.
There's a G.G.
Come on,
Allen
let's
deck.
just stick a fork in an outlet.
Well, if it's on YouTube,
You want to
there's
make a
going to
bleach
be.
martini too? We can pound bleach. We can drink the bleach martini and then.
Who knew there'd be a G.G. Allen Magic deck? So you can say that not only is it free on YouTube, but there is a very good vintage deck.
I gotta give you a settle the wreckage. I love this card though. We have the ability, Bill.
To make a G.G. Allen Magic deck.
No,
pay $38,000 to do so. Can you imagine paying for something
I'll give you $3.
dedicated to
I'll give
G.G.
you,
Allen for
I'll give you a $3
$38,000?
Here, look at this. I hate this card so much because it's beat me
Exile
so
all
many times.
attacking creatures. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But it's for 4. This,
Yeah.
this is an uncommon.
No, it's a rare.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
I'm giving it to you. That's got to be in the stack.
You know what's going to happen?
I got a couple of them. It's not been like some hack. It's kind of been on the ass recently. Don't worry about it, because Bill.
A G.G.
I want you to play it. But you this G.G. Allen bullshit, you build on your own.
I can't. I don't have $38,000 to spend on a G.G. Allen deck.
Build a similar one. That surely is per. Someone built that on online. You know, they made that deck for.
Yeah.
Have the physical.
I'm going to build the non-vintage G.G. Allen deck, meaning the younger, shittier.
Put a G.G. Allen popper deck. Google that. And that'll be the format for your insane.
You got to make. Should you ever make your own deck build where you create
I
your
do.
own deck?
Again, I'm going after again.
Because I think that's better when somebody's more creative with their own
I'm
deck
doing
build.
it. Okay, this pure
Don't
build.
base it off the internet fucking deck.
I'm not. That's Jacob's.
No, that's dumb. Do you agree that that's dumb?
Different conversation.
Oh.
I think it takes away like
Yeah.
if you
the
want
creative
if
mindset.
If you want to win, you want to win. There are people that play this. There are billions of players on Arena right now in Standard, doing this, and Wizards is recording all that data. They know what cards are good. They know what cards are bad now, and it's simpler for them. You know, in the years past, you had to go to like a tournament and play, and everything's recorded. Like, you know, we do at the Magic Shop. You know, we try to do it live, and then, you know, there might be a thing with a league here, but Arena right now is giving this company statistics and things and numbers and strategies and numbers. It's all numbers. Fucking Prater was a mathematician, Bill. So again, there are strategies that are there. There are simple things that are there, but they know. They know. But again, it's fun to play with swag cards. You know, do I give you a Godzilla card? I got one of them I can spare, but you see Godzilla. Or again, the other stupid thing now is you can get Walking Dead cards. Think about that. Why would you want that? Are you a fan of that?
Walking Dead cards?
It's based on the series, because like Hasbro's just being a whore with their material. Like, why did me and Jacob buy? Well, I bought the collector's edition from them. So why do you be a Godzilla fan? You love Magic, and you bought 2 boxes. Then I bought the collector's box. Granted, the collector's box was like $50 more, but it had.
You bought a collector's box? You money spending slut?
In the middle of COVID, I saved everything appropriately.
I know this is the most money I've had in my life.
No, collectively,
and
if you like
$4
something
CD.
and it's not like it was worth the money. He bought a regular box. I bought a collector's box. We traded. I got my Triomes. That's all I wanted. I wanted all them lands that are because I need them for the sliver deck, Bill.
So it goes gaming. Magic is number 2, or you put Pokemon.
Magic's gaining. Like in years past.
Oh no, gaming will
no.
always be your number 1. I've heard you fucking talk.
I've been a DJ professionally.
Not music. I'm saying
I
gaming.
like music.
No, music would be in your top 10.
I go about it a different way, but I mean, are you looking at skill sets? Or
I'm looking at stats. Not Nigeria. I'm looking at stats.
Stats of what?
Your number 1 consistent. If you had to be favorite hobby.
Well, yeah, just video games as a whole has consumed a level of my life, I appreciate it as an art form consisting of a graphical element, an audio element, a story element, and a gameplay competitive element.
America.
Thanks for that totally patriotic thing at the end there.
Yeah, well,
And again,
shout out to
there's
your
a point where
country.
I'll be like, I've done video editing in years past, but it's all been like government video, and now it's like, well, they
So-
get late
so-
to the boat on this. It's like, well, I really didn't want to do YouTube.
What do you
channel
put? What do you put first? And you don't have to. I mean, if
I
you
like
want to.
photography too.
So
you know,
magic
stuff
or photography? I know they're completely different.
those, well, they're together.
They're
One
together,
will,
yeah.
again, I include photography and
And,
videography.
yeah.
It's like two different, but just they've both, you know, given me entertainment and purpose.
Okay,
and like,
dude.
you know, again, like,
Amen.
and I've made some money off photography, and again, I've got a lot of enjoyment out of managing. And plus, there's an investment value. Again, like my book's not as big as some people's, but
It's
again,
still good though, dude.
Well,
you still got some money in there.
if I was in a pinch, if I needed to, there'd be a way to parlay this into some sort of venue. But I'd rather not do that. I've learned my lesson on that. It's like, you know, what's anything worth these days, anyways?
Well, that's
Well,
why,
I get, like,
that's why I like cataloging because then you
Well, I
actually
mean,
have
some-
stats too
some
on numbers.
People,
you can be
some
like
people like you got
numbers.
You got a gold necklace, right?
Yeah,
You got
Donald
a
Trump.
gold watch, right?
So I can look at the gold watch.
You got a set of golf clubs, maybe? You got a
Yeah.
boat? You have a car that's oxidizing and getting damaged? Do you listen to music? Like, are you an alcoholic? You know what the biggest thing that I thought was a statistic the other day, that the sin taxes during this COVID, things as tobacco, alcohol, other things,
Bang bang.
has gone up just exponentially. And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, we're all trying to just survive, and, you know.
If you were my doctor, you'd give me a hit of weed and 2 beers and be like, "All right, you good?" And I'd be
You
like,
are not having honest conversations with your doctor. If you
Oh,
were, if you were,
You have to have honest conversations with your doctor. You may interpret, but if you assume, you know what that does? That makes an ass out of you and me. Assume.
Hold on, what's his promise to tomorrow, dude?
That's one of the
Whenever
best
a
reiterates.
creature you control dies, exile it. At the beginning of the end step, if you control no creatures, sacrifice promise to tomorrow, return all creatures exiled to the battlefield under your control. So again, what this will do is, it's a 3-drop, it's a white. When you have this in play, if all your creatures dies, they don't go to the graveyard. So again, if you don't have any, well, there'll be nothing in this deck for reanimating. But again, you'll
Bristol
have
Brand. That's a reanimate card, right?
black. It's in the GG Allen deck. You're not gonna build. But again,
GG, baby. Hey, it's already a deck name. Fuck, you know. I thought I was being creative.
you don't have the money for that.
I thought I was being
You're not.
thought I was being creative to be like, yeah, nobody's made a GG Allen deck. Of course, GG Allen. Of course, that shit has already been done. Fucking.
You know what? There's the manual searching list. That's just easier. Manually.
So, how hard do you think you go on to Magic? On a daily basis.
It goes in streaks. Because, when new sets come out, you get new
Do you watch
ideas.
YouTube videos on it, like Doctor?
Well, the thing is, Jacob did, and I kind of missed that because I get his professional opinion on things. I was like, well, is that a good idea? No, is that a great I kind of missed that, and again, I don't. Am I just not
You
smelling
didn't
food
eat
right?
any of your food. You
Yeah, I'll
fucking-
survive. I had beer.
Yeah, your stats are fucked. Should I take you to the doctor? Let's say I'm gonna take
No.
I'm gonna take Nikhil here. We're gonna.
You just out of the goodness of your heart, going this guy needs help.
God, no. Fuck that, no. Be a douchey. But I mean, I would.
It said it
If you
doesn't.
wanted me to, I'd be like,
No,
yeah,
like,
whatever
no,
Nikhil
like, I'm
wants,
good.
I'm fucking good.
I'm good.
Are you saying you want to go to Texas with me? Should we just go to Texas? Or let's join the military. Think they'll take us?
That you're causing this card it scans the card next to it. It's not even near it. God damn it.
Did you ever try going to the military? Didn't you say you did?
No, there's a story behind that where I did because I was in the middle of firefighting college, Bill, and I had the desire to try to want to do that back then. And oh my God, thing really?
Would you be? I think they would have took you.
No, I'm usually.
Well, not now. No, we're too old. We're too old. Why would anybody? Sign up now. Yeah, I'm gonna sign up.
Bill,
Fucking
this
Trump
is
lost.
straight up not identifying this card, and like every other card's like, yeah, we got that one.
Is that a white power card? I can sense by the.
Promise of Tomorrow. It just came out in the set.
Oh, it's probably too early. I bet you fucking it hasn't been uploaded yet. Cause is it a common? No, it's a rare.
Fucking rare.
Yeah, that should be in there.
Move your hand.
I want to look at that. I'll read it.
God, for real thing?
What could be this? The money.
Masterful Ninja. Oh God, I wish I was recording this. You know, I'm not gonna be a bitch about like a free service that identifies cards, but it's just not doing it. I'm gonna throw it in though. This seems
I'd call
like
them out.
something. Oh, I mean, literally, it identified it as. Okay, Subtle Wreckage was the last one, so it's $3. It was Circle Protection, Staff of Domination, Grixis Charm, Beacon of Destruction, Dominator's Judgment, Forest, Masterful Ninja. None of those are Promise of Tomorrow. Like TCG's player, I love the identifying system, but it didn't like it. But Bill, I'm giving it to you.
Dude,
We're
I'm
gonna
down.
Move on this deck.
I'm down. Once we fucking play, I'll
I
fucking
found out-
rock your
if-
shit, you fucking white devil, you cocksucking motherfucker.
You know, I almost want to put this angel in here because you said all that. You may reveal
Angels of Glory's Rise?
No, Chancellor of Annex. You may reveal this card in your opening hand. If you do, each opponent casts his or her first spell. I don't know. I guarantee this card's not more than $1.
Dude, I
Oh, we're getting it started.
I don't
We're
care
getting
about
started.
price, man. I'm punk as fuck. That's why I like Pauper decks. That's the most fuck you to the Magic system. And any fucking player who puts money into that shit, it's a game of chance. That's why the GG Allen deck is stupid. Because why is it so much money? It's vintage. But then he's dead. You know, he's
Look up. Just write it down. Have an idea.
right
And
down.
Get your initial deck back from.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I do gotta make it. That's a good plan.
There's a
Call Buckley.
Hey, Buckley, do you remember this really dumbass idea we had about building an initial
Well, he
deck?
thought about selling it to Bill Gates, the idea. Or Elon Musk.
Yeah, because it's up there with DOS. You know, we built a lot of computer systems off.
Did you watch that
GG
fucking
Allen Magic
Did you watch
decks.
the DOS documentary on this uber Christian guy who in like 2006 tried to bring back DOS and he was a madman? It's literally on the YouTube channel Down the Rabbit Hole.
And it says, Bill,
Is that
this is a foiled mythic that's $1.50.
Was that Tybalt? Oh, Tybalt's not mythic.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
One of them is. This is in the new commander set, and it does partner. So again, if you chose this one instead, Bill, you know,
No, fuck that. I mean, that would be.
but no, read what it does.
Well, what colors is it?
It's blue and white.
No, there's already red and white picked out.
Well, it's either that
That's
or
backtracking.
oh no, like not really. Like I just had.
But red and white, I'm used to red and white. I gotta go.
I guess I'm.
My initial deck was red white. Boros. Fucking Boros Reckoner. Boros Recruit. I had Righteousness. Do you know what Righteousness does as a card?
not offhand. Actually.
It's
Oh, that one I was going.
Now I gotta show you this fucking card. God
Oh
damn.
wait, and then you can utilize.
Righteousness.
Hey, hold on. I
Magic
think
card.
there's something else you can utilize too. Yeah, I don't think that'll interfere with any of that either. That'd be kind of cool, Bill. So. Oh, I might. Has it been reprinted though?
Yes.
Well, go to the Gatherer, type in that same thing, and it'll say sets. And that'll give me more of an idea where I have a kind of a vague idea to look. Because again,
Well, this was in my, fucking.
Bill, do we put a swords in there?
No, dude, that's fucking too much money. You fucking hold on to that.
Fucking $5 uncommon. But no, yeah.
Swords to Plowshare?
Like there's. I asked Jacob this question, like.
I thought that was rare as fuck. Oh, it's just depressing?
No, it's just an expensive uncommon. Even though. We'll keep going here. I just had to, but no, I asked Jacob like this question that expensive uncommons or rare commons, which are like things that are uncommon, but like your basic shock right now is at least $2 to $3, or excuse me, not lightning bolt, and that card is infinitely useful even if you splash it. And I almost like next time I want to order cards like just give me like.
My phone's at 1%.
Not saying you want to leave.
No, I don't want to leave right now. But
big finish up here. Like I do have a charger somewhere. It's right there. Here, Bill. I'll can't like. Let me plug your phone in. It'll get you a little longer. Ooh, actually, I do have.
I got to bail at 9 though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
9 o'clock. This
was
your
right.
Bed. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I know.
COVID, dude. Pandemic. Biden. Trump.
Yeah, and you got tested 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm good. That's why
I wear 2 masks and sanitize everything, and don't hang out with people, and don't go to bars, and don't take belly shots anymore, or ever.
Didn't you watch?
I worked with a person the other day. They're younger that said they took a belly shot the other day.
My belly button's really dirty though.
Everyone's is. Plug this in.
Are you saying you
plug it, you scum?
Plug
it, you scum?
Are you saying you have a stanky belly button?
No, I'm saying you as a smartphone person, should learn to plug phone in more often. Or maybe you shouldn't work at a down in the valley subsidiary that employs native people that drains your battery because
you gotta bite it, you scum. Just bite it,
Evolve it, Bill.
Why? Yeah, why don't you work for the casino? Do you not like native people? Is it race?
No, I don't, Bill. I'm gonna bleep all this. Make myself sound positive because I have to edit this anyway.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great.
And I'm gonna say,
move.
here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Yeah. The real deal.
They want their
They
want their land back. They can have it. But we want back wheels.
Yeah.
Prove me they didn't have horses, canoes, fire, bow and arrow, cloth, tents. Where are the wheels? You show any structure that has technology, has things that work, has gears, has chemistry besides fire.
Didn't they find marijuana?
What am I just saying? Is this a fair discussion? I'll move to Canada. Yeah. I'll move to...
Right there.
Thanks, Cat. Learn to destroy. You get down.
Seek and.
I'll feed you at 9.
Seek and destroy.
But now that I had to let me edit because that's going to be all bleeped.
No, that's, yeah, I'm with
Put
you.
your name underneath.
Yeah.
You want to know?
Approved by Bill Approved by Bill Rubin in the native culture.
They were rude to me when I was young. We're gonna forever pay for this, like the Hulk says.
Won't it though? Don't you agree?
We'll never stop making them pay. Never stop making them pay. But all of us are imports from somewhere. Like we all just came from what?
I'm a slave to them. I'm literally.
No, you choose to work there.
Yeah.
You are your own person, but you've cited. I need medicine.
Oh God, I need it bad.
And I like getting paid every week.
Yeah,
that is good.
Economy.
Again, you have 2 things that are. It's
economy.
Okay. It's okay to say I have needs. These support my
economy.
needs.
Yeah.
But again,
economy.
You get to wear a Wisconsin shirt and a Jägermeister hat for your son, and this.
Hey!
What do you want, Kitty? Holly, you want to be on the internet? Oh, you bastard.
Oh God, I don't know how you're not medicated. I mean, if you're happy, you're happy.
You
but
make yourself
functioning,
happy.
function. I gotta function. If I. Oof.
If I got like.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's why freedom of choice there, man. I'm with you.
If I was a sex addict and I needed Viagra, and that drove my life, I would make those things in my life.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Viagra would be a little tough
But
one.
Bill, you're a sex addict. You have no choice
I wish.
but to have sex, and now you're going to the bars. You're doing belly shots.
Well,
Well, first of all, you live in Minnesota here, so you just go over to Wisconsin.
are you saying you work with sex addicts?
I'm saying they exist, or they don't exist, or I don't know. I mean, the human race has to do it. But again, like if you had that need, but you also needed that other thing, then again, that's the primary thing in your life because you have that
Sex.
Well, Bill, you were married, right?
Unfortunately.
Did it drive your life, your
Yeah.
existence, your world?
Yeah, it was shitty.
Why'd you get into it?
That was
Years
so
and
preconceived
years and
preconceived
years of
notion. Yeah,
misunderstandings?
yeah,
or-
preconceived notion.
Well, again, like I've been in things before. Like I really haven't had a relationship, and that's a whole different
No judgment there. Though.
episode. I mean,
No
yeah,
judge-
like, yeah, everyone's
Never
had issues.
judgment from this guy.
I've watched people be together for 35 years and suddenly say, "Hey, fuck off! You
Yeah.
just suck now."
Yeah,
So what happened? Nothing.
I'm done.
Tired of.
I'm fucking done. Yeah.
Like, just had enough.
You see,
There you
you
go.
but you
have
agree,
to
right?
accept it. Okay.
you agree that on those terms, it's like, yeah, I don't see it because now going through it, it just makes perfect sense to be like, why the fuck would I? What
Again, like,
what
again-
would make this?
There's points where like, yeah, you know,
That's very
I
insightful. It's
could've
very
been, like,
insightful. I like
could
that.
have needed a relationship.
That's a very
I
good
could've been-
viewpoint.
You-
Because
you
I'm
go-
in
you-
full
you-
agreement.
You go out every night. You're like, I want to meet somebody. I have to be with somebody, but just, a point like,
You don't.
I
You
can't.
don't.
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go. It's like, well, why? It's like,
I want to do my own thing.
I want to tell you this. Like, let me like. There's all this that didn't come out, but again, you almost created this once in a while. And people are like, well, that's a communication issue. Occasionally, there's a communication issue.
Yeah.
Again, occasionally, it's,
Oh, dude.
things don't
agreement.
line up. Times
Agreement,
aren't
yeah.
an issue. And again, like,
Statistics,
you
right?
know-
Yeah, because the general mean, it's gonna fall, dude. And I agree. And I mean, I'm agreeing with you by stating it. Still, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
but like you learn a lot about people when you sit there and listen to them in a bar environment, especially if you're a
Yeah.
bartender or a DJ on a night. Like,
oh,
you
yeah.
get to know like
Humanity.
You know what this does?
Humanity.
This chemical. It reduces the inhibitions in the human body, which
Oh,
is
I
a
know,
medical
yeah.
term. So again, you're more likely to do things you wouldn't do in a normal sense. You're kind of dulling your senses, dulling your like, hey, it's
Yeah.
like I worked with a guy
Yeah.
that at some point was
Mentally
doing something-
impaired. Mentally impaired.
Well, that's what they say in the books.
Yep.
But again, you get to the point where like a coworker of mine that was using a chemical, and he thought it was good upon himself to take this thing here and that what is it? The things that helps your life, your smartphone.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he took a photo of his downstairs and texted it to females he'd work with, and they didn't like that. In fact, he got a public blasting on Facebook because of they didn't want that. And again, when you get drunk in a bar or you're on something and things are different, things make you bad. Like you don't do that.
Here's,
You're like, hey,
here's my dick. Hey, here's my dick.
you don't do that. People don't do that, but yeah, people do that.
Yeah, sadly.
Inappropriate. You don't do things like
Here's
that.
my dick.
You know,
I've never done that.
like you put
I've
whatever
never-
you want on Facebook. I mean,
I've never sent. I'm.
Again, when you
I don't
send me
believe in
message,
dick
That's
pics.
one thing.
I do
When you
not
post
believe in
something,
dick
that's
pics.
a different thing.
I don't believe in dick pics at all. I think that is such a
But again, does that ruin a
Aggressive.
relationship right there, or does that,
doesn't strengthen it.
what if? Okay, well, and then is it a double standard? If the woman starts doing that, as the dude like, well, a little forceful.
What-
and,
what- I mean,
I
it's-
question that. Like, that's
Yeah,
probably not
I mean
real.
it's confident, but it's still not
Like, so,
necessary.
I say like,
Confident,
no,
but
I
not
ain't going
necessary.
on there. I'm not going down that avenue. It's,
Good,
well, Games
good
Done-
call.
Games
Good
Done
call.
Quick is doing this. I think Fleet Fatales this week, and it's like I think the theme's like an all women speedrunning.
How long have you
community.
been a member with GDQ?
Since I went there that one year, and I watched their
What
stuff.
year was
and I,
it? Do you remember?
15. And I got it posted.
I know that's a cool
Framed in the
picture.
room. Like, okay, well,
See, I'm glad you did it. You got it. You got. It's like going to a concert
I
too.
get my
you know
dad
what I
had
mean? Like,
cancer. I agree with it. I'll give him as much as I can at the time frame it is, and if I don't space it out, because there was one time I'm a huge fan, but I spaced it out.
Would you ever travel for GDQ? Like,
No, I wouldn't. I drive an hour, but I ain't getting on a plane.
you're not gonna.
I'm not renting a hotel room. I'll drive an hour. They come back to Minneapolis. I'll between Summer Games Done Quick and Awesome Games Done Quick. Yeah, I'll contribute, but I don't know. I think it's an all female thing. It was like they're posting stuff right now, like a day ago, hours ago.
Group
so it might
text
be-
with fans.
That's inappropriate, Bill. They are raising
Only
money for
fans.
charity. They're raising. That's not even appropriate either. You're the one. Like, you have one, don't you?
An OnlyFans?
Yeah, you're under.
I
Like,
know.
so you put your name backwards, like Newber Lib. Yeah, Newber Lib.
Nuber live here. I'm a Nuber
Okay,
live.
stop. Did I just reverse your name and it's actually funny and then you made a joke?
Nuber
Like,
Lib.
yeah, I had Lib here. Improv. Hey, Steven, you want to be part of this improv? You guys.
Yeah, I would.
I'm still on trying to. You guys were talking about.
It is. I've never
the
even purchased.
president, like,
Never
I
even
gave to
purchased
Kyle
OnlyFans.
Rittenhouse. Did you give to Kyle Rittenhouse? I gave to Kyle.
Did you ever pay to?
You want to talk about that, Bill?
Did you ever pay
You
for
know
like?
what Kyle Rittenhouse is? What Kyle Rittenhouse is?
Did you see what the dude from Florida, the senator from Florida, tweeted? Senator from Florida tweeted Kyle
Why are you tweeting?
Rittenhouse for Congress was one of his angry tweets. Kyle Rittenhouse for Congress.
A murderer is not an
fuck.
inspirational hero.
No shit. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
We are not at war. We are not Costa Rica. We are America. This person came from out of state with a rifle he shouldn't
Goldman
have.
thought he was justified, dude. You gotta really.
You can't. That's not real. They're friends, Bill. Don't say things like that.
Goldman thought it was justified?
Are you making that up?
Well, I've seen him on Twitter stating he said it.
I don't think he's on Twitter.
Not Twitter, Facebook.
But yeah, our friends. Let's not mention their like. It's one thing, random comments. Because again, I'm gonna make you answer the comments. I'll give you the administrator code at some point. Like, Bill, just go in and get the comments because you created all of them.
No ill will.
You're the controversial
No ill
one.
will. Yeah, no ill
You're
will.
the Howard Stern versus like I'm the
Well, you got to be confident in your response.
the voice of reason.
I mean,
the
because
voice of
nobody
reason.
can assume. Remember what assume
Did you
is?
get away with this on a radio station?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
Oh, I didn't, because I was
Did you say the F word?
respectful.
Say the F word.
No, you can't.
Did you-
FCC,
okay,
FCC
so
guidelines.
you didn't specifically
FCC
say
guidelines. FCC guidelines.
certain F up
Yeah. Most.
hit.
Yeah. Most. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd.
But now you're just you
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, mother. That's an actual song. Keep freedom of speech.
I get that. But
Freedom
again,
of speech.
I have a young niece that may or may not watch this. Again, I label it correctly.
If
but
she's
that's-
listened to any of this so far, I would not be happy.
We're not streaming live, but again, my mom is irresponsible with some of her devices. Oh, Nick has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's why you're going to be great at editing. You're a good editor. That's what you do when you take on these programs. You edit like a champion. You
I
cut
will
out
challenge you to edit one. In fact,
No, you would beat me.
build-
You would beat
build a
me.
GG Allen deck. I will give you intro editing. And I'll say this is the first one. Bill it. You'll get the editor credit.
No.
And I just want to see what
I would
the
not
end
beat
result
you.
is.
You got to be honest. You're a great editor. I don't think I would beat you.
Again, but I've had to do a lot of stupid, boring government projects, and it's like informative. Where it's like here, it's
Hey,
like,
but it's good to be good at it, though, isn't it? Don't you like having
It's
that?
efficient to be methodical. It saves time, and again, that's
brain
the biggest thing.
pleasing.
That's the biggest
Brain
thing. I've
pleasing.
had all this. Again, I built a new computer system. It's like, all right, let's be a part of this internet. We're all stuck in our homes. We're all craving for content. I'll jump in the fray. I've got the know-how, the ability, maybe the charisma, but I mean that's slowly every day trying to be sucked out of me by people that drive the conversation with GG Allen decks. Well, we can have a wholehearted advantage conversation, an informative one, while building
Conversation. I just
a
like
red-white deck.
a straight up, no plan, just free balling
I'm
conversation.
offering this man a free red-white deck in Commander. He has built a Commander deck. He's a huge fan of this. And the whole night he's been GG Allen. Awful things. Things you're going to have nightmares about.
If you
You know
have
what?
nightmares about
You
GG
know what
Allen,
you haven't mentioned tonight, though, Bill? Epstein. You haven't mentioned any Epstein things at
well,
all.
I want
And I'm
to.
proud of
I
you.
want to
I'm
mention
definitely proud of
I
you.
want to mention the body floss again. I want to mention the body
You
floss.
almost made me spit on my cards. Stop. That is not a holistic means of living.
Well,
But you take parachute cord, make a ball, and put it in peanut butter, swallow it, and then do the bill.
yeah, the
You
joke.
can't see his other arm on camera,
Yeah.
but he's mimicking pulling it out sort of the other end.
It's like dental floss. But
No, you're causing yourself irreparable damage to your alimentary canal.
you think people would
I must
listen
have
and be
sold-
like, "Is this manageable? Can I do this?" You think I can?
No, again, if some dude said, "Hi, this is lawyer man
Yeah.
from
Hey,
somewhere in Australia,"
this is
what you described.
this is Mike. This is Mike from Florida.
Yeah, precisely.
Wait.
The bike from Florida, I took it. I put
Oh.
batteries in a clock out there that had that just as a sheer hourly reminder. Now it is 9 o'clock, so now I'm like, well, you gotta get going, right?
Yeah,
bro?
I got it.
So we have to cut this conversation on body floss short. Oh no, I was wanting to know the sheer end of this.
Insightful conversation
Yeah,
with Nick Keel.
I'm gonna have to submit this on YouTube like 3 to 4 times. It's not
No.
due to the music, it's just
Due to the GGL and copyright.
no. It's not,
Corporate GG? Fuck
I
you.
have a little
shit.
noise in the background, but I'm just waiting for the sheer.
Oh.
Well, and then Arby's. I'll figure out how to blur that.
Oh, it's my phone now.
Whatever.
No, I'm gonna wait until I get to 12%. So we got a couple seconds here.
All right. Well,
12, 14.
okay. Look, there's like 5 minutes left on this. I like to.
Hey, look how look at this beard, fucking kill.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Like it's an accomplishment to grow hair. My beard just grows. It's irritating.
Sexual.
Oh, whatever. I mean, like
R. Kelly.
random name.
You know him, right? You know who noted who is the best Buffalo Bill in history? Of course you don't, but you know who is a Buffalo Bill, and he was noted as
Oh,
the
yeah,
best.
the football team.
Yep.
Somehow my mind went to Silence of the Lambs. Where I'm like, they didn't.
Well, we're getting- we're getting-
They did remake that.
We're
movie.
getting close,
Never
but
mind.
his,
Never mind. Okay, let's talk
but
about
his best
sports.
in stats
Okay,
was
like-
O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was a Buffalo Bill, which I was like, oh shit, because that's according to stats the best Buffalo Bill player was O.J. Simpson. And you remember O.J., right?
I was.
Let me borrow your glove here, quick. I gotta see if it fits. I don't know.
You know, I like Norm Macdonald, Bill. I listen to quite a bit of his humor, his comments, his life moments, his obscure jokes that go nowhere.
He had
Like-
a joke about
Like,
OJ.
okay. Here's the only joke.
Oh yeah, he's
Here's
old.
the
He's
only
old.
joke I can come up with that caliber, which I'll say because it sounds racist, but you can get away with it because you specifically didn't say that. I said, years ago Hitler, he went to a karaoke club and he got kicked out because he deranged the song. He's like, Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of killing Jews.
Of killing Jews.
Well, yeah, so
And I know that
so
the
Hitler-
Jew next to him would sing, "I fell
Yeah, that's
into a
offensive,
burning
man.
ring of fire, and it
Well,
burns."
Okay, so is it appropriate? I mean, like Hitler.
Is
a
Hitler
bad-
appropriate?
he's a bad
Is
person.
Hitler
He was a
appropriate?
bad human being. Oh, there's even an argument at work. Well, I don't want to say argument like.
Oh, what do you work
Well-
with? A bunch of white supremacists? Fucking Hitler wasn't
No.
that bad. Fucking,
I'll say.
he didn't like him.
Okay. That's just. My mom and dad have a dog that has dogtism, and it wasn't trained or it's a bad dog. And then the list iterates, there's no such thing as a bad dog, just bad owners. And I said, by that logic, Hitler just had bad parents. Is there a nature versus nurture argument there?
That's
Granted, they're animals. Granted, we're human.
psychoanalytical
But
theory.
again, is it how you developed over the years, how your DNA's evolved, how your
Mhm.
history's been versus how you were raised? I
Yep.
mean, how is there no such thing as a bad dog versus there's a
Kyle
human-
Rittenhouse is a bad dog.
Well,
Bad dog. I'm not a fan.
he
That
was
Senator
he was
Florida
a
thing
young
was
person
dumb.
that probably shouldn't have been playing Pavlov.
It's mentally unstable. We need.
That's probably not good. I love that game. But again, like,
That's a game. Mentally unstable.
I wouldn't. Can we coin that? Well, again, they got Postal.
Postal. Mentally unstable.
Okay, again, like Bill, like, yeah, and I'm part-time game developer. I mean, I got on my channel that I've made some games. I'd like to get more into games. Just, you know, time to program and that whole thing. Again, that's another thing, Bill. Game designer. I'd love to get into that, but again, I'm a huge fan of your single, so like Undertale's a wonderful game, one dude. Axiom Verge, wonderful game, one guy. Several other things. This guy I've been talking to about this.
Everybody's different.
Like, it doesn't take a team, man.
It doesn't.
It does not take a team to tell a story. It does not take a team to create a soundtrack, a graphical art style, and a movement system. It's something you just want to play. Like again, Jacob, I always criticize this. Like, you can't play a game unless the credits are like 10 minutes long, right? Like, well, yeah, I want to make for professionals who are working on my $60 investment. Or, I watched them buy this game, and I want to hugely criticize something, but it was like Vermintide 2 or something. One day he's like, no, it's bad. Get Left 4 Dead. It was the same formula. Like, there was points I went through that game like, that's exactly the same. That's exactly the same. Like, Left 4 Dead's a wonderful game, a wonderful franchise.
I watch more play. I like that game a lot.
Left 4 Dead is wonderful.
I like that game. That was sweet.
Like, it literally down to the... Like, they had the life bar, the way the GUI was set up, and the way you just went out levels. But instead of zombies, it was rats. Rats. Big rats. Rats with swords. Big rats. They're just rats.
Rats.
So you got overrun by rats, Bill.
The plague.
No, but again, zombies versus rats. And then Left 4 Dead was first, and this was just like... I looked at Jacob and I said, you are so conservative with your money. I don't think you read a review on this. I think you just... I wanted a new game, and you could have got like Doom here. Like, the new one came out was like $20 at the time. Like, why didn't you buy something good? Oh, Bill, like, I got one of these the other day, and this is fun, and it's red. Getting back to Magic, I don't mean to talk about just,
That's why if you build it,
If you build it,
what's the next line in that fucking movie? If you build it, they will come. That was the Donald Trump in the wall. Did that ever get finished?
Having you play this game is more important to me
than the wall.
Than the price point. There's no wall. No one wants a wall.
Bill, you getting into Magic is more intuitive than me watching Donald Trump build a wall.
Going after a life game. That's we're not putting that out. Where's my
Ooh, damn, 13. That's for 9.
Well, that's again. EDH games last longer.
Yeah, and you
have
can
more players. You have 40 lives.
You can ban it, Bill.
So again, this is something like.
What is a red fucking?
No, this is Bill. This is what happens when, like, okay, again, for all of the things on the battlefield, you're like, hey, everybody, you know what sucks? This, and then everybody puts all their shit in the graveyard. You're like, ha ha ha. And then you just play your stupid gutter snipe.
Oh.
All right, Bill, is your phone charged?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, we're gonna end Bill smoking a cigarette. But again, I think
I've never lit up in your house. I would never do that.
Well,
ever.
I get that, and again, I'll admit one thing: certain smokes smell different than other smokes. And again, cigarettes like.
But it's disrespectful.
Shit. There are things that are just a plant. That, on the other hand, is manufactured in a time-honored factory.
Yeah, Taiwanese
tried to figure out how to make that burn faster, but yet at the same time burnt out if nobody's puffing on it due to be fire-safe cigarettes. And then at the same point, what's the point where let's make it go faster that we produce more money? And then again, there's certain things that people will...
Hold on, you got to highlight these again, because this is just...
Okay, just one last thing. I have beaten a lot of games, but in fact, I was going through my Pi today wondering if, like, it'd be something to write down everything's going through there, just because there were games I rented back at the Video Plus. Do you remember the Video Plus?
I loved it.
Again, we had video rental stores before.
Continue.
I rented a lot of games. I was going through this, but Ninja Turtles, the original, like, I beat number 2. Krang's still a bitch, and that last battle is typical Konami stuff. But still, this... I respect people that
You beat it?
I have not.
You got second to last level instead.
No, not that one.
How far have you gotten in it then?
Oh, I think I beat level 3 once. Got halfway through level 4, realizing, like, the pro state's just a mine. but it's a nightmare to look through, and it's like.
Should we time it and see if you can JDQ
I'm
it?
not going to attempt to go through that game. That dark, like I play games for.
How long
fun.
would that take if you're like, all right, I'm gonna film myself
No.
doing this every day until I can beat it? How long
Bill,
do you think it would be?
The circumstance, I will not undertake that challenge.
Yeah,
If I was
that's-
chained in a basement and someone said, "You're not going to leave till you finish this game," would be the only circumstance
I know what I gotta do. I know what I gotta do.
Oh, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Just this one, like, finish it. You get nothing but drool.
I would edit
Fucking
saw clips.
Budweiser lime until
I-
you finish it.
I would
I'm
ed-
like, no!
Yeah, I would edit
Yes.
saw clips, and then I'd put that in the video.
Never.
You just
I
play.
did. He had
No,
it there. and
no.
You know what, Hoopers? I'm buying it out of sure just, this was like when I bought Dark Souls the other year. Like, I heard this is hard. I like hard games, and I've beaten hard games.
Hardest game you've beaten. That'll be the last question.
Well, I will put up there Battletoads and Battlemania.
yes, I
That
have
one
it.
on the Super
Yeah.
Nintendo,
Holy
I got it.
fuck.
I killed that game, and I said, you know what? There's a way you can get through this, but just, you got to take Rash. You
Yeah.
can't take Pitbull. The snakeboard, his movement is slightly faster near the end when you're racing against that dude with the bomb. Rash is just better. But the thing is, the way Rare programmed it, the only way you can do Rash is you have to know off the bat, you have to plug it into the second player slot. You can't pick Rash.
Is that the most stressful game you've played then, too?
Well,
Would you tag that?
You wanted to be good at it, and it was good. There was just some legit hard levels, and just things were like, you're skating in the bowling arena, and the snake
my
level
God,
was-
I remember
then
that.
the turbo tunnel.
Yeah.
They had to put that like, you get good at this high-speed race thing, and it's static. You get 3 lives, 3 continues, just stop. And, that's always the third level. They're like, you know what? You either get good at it or you waste your money knowing, like, you throw the game away. And that's the biggest thing. You spend that hard-earned money on a game, and you eventually get to the point of like, fuck it! You can sit up front BTC like those other things. Like,
Fuck you!
like the VCR, VHS tapes that are there. Like, you know what wants you? Nobody. You know
No.
why? Because you're garbage. You're hot trash.
So it's just Dark Souls copies there. Yeah, fuck it. There it is. Fuck them.
No. Right now, there's people that love that game. Well, Lowe's, he played the Bloodborne. He was like, and then he started playing like the remastered Dark Souls because like the 360 one and the PC one for ages, like there was janky shit to it, and now they kind of remade it, made it better. Which the only title I will do from Software, which I really would like to play, is Metal Wolf Chaos. But Bill, if you don't know what that game is, you will laugh your ass off if you watch the speed run of it.
Is
It
it the dwarves of video games?
I will end with
I wanna
this.
fuck you up.
End with this 30 seconds.
Fuck you up.
So, told from a Japanese perspective on how American culture is, our vice president led an uprising against the current president. The nation was kind of divided in a sense. But again, the way it played out was the vice president rallied the army to go against the president. And what the president did is he had a secret weapon system that was a mech suit ahead of everything anyone's ever seen. And he jumps out of the White House yelling, "Let's party," and destroys the military that has staged a coup against him. And then somehow his secretary, who's a priceless blonde Japanese translated idiot that's supposed to be mimicking, like, the main character looks like
All
Bush.
our base belongs to us? What's that from? All our base belong to us. For the video game, did that horrible fucking... What is it? When they're interpreting by fucking dialogue or
Well,
whatever?
again, there's a huge translation
Error and a
and
lot.
language barriers are a thing, Bill.
Yeah.
There was always a joke with Final Fantasy IV about the spoony bard or other things you looked at, like in those translation issues. But this game is pure ball to the wall, crazy political humor because it was around, like, the Bush era. And, we as Americans were the terrorism police. And we were going to stop terrorism in all forms. And it was like this usurper against, like, but you go on missions as a one-man army in a mech suit. That's the most powerful weapon the United States Army produces. Somehow you as the president get it, like, kind of Air Force One in a sense, like our president's an action hero.
Air Force
But just to
One.
the next level, and you have to watch it. It's so, like, and then there's a point where there's some Metal Gear Solid level ridiculousness where this little robot suit that the president's wearing, kind of like Iron Man, is throwing a tank the size of like an aircraft carrier off of a bridge. And then I think the last level is like you're going to space, and the vice president's in his own mech suit, which is the size of like like a sewage plant or something. And then you have this mech epic Gundam mech battle, and then the whole time they have this banter between the president's known as Michael and the vice president's known as Richard. The whole time it's like Michael, Richard.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me a little bit of that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
and again, it just.
That was
They
insane.
remastered it. They put it on Steam, and they kept like all the stuff the same. And I'm like,
God.
it'd be the only thing from software I would play.
Would you buy a hard copy?
I'd buy a Steam copy when it was on sale in the middle of a dirt cheap on sale from the All right, we're gonna end on that casual conversation with Bill. Look, how many cards? 12 cards.
Out of 100, it's 12%, dude. We're 12%.
I'm doing the work.
12% complete.
I want to see you play a deck, and I'm like,
At 12%. Conversation.
12%. You're full of it. 12%. All right, you gotta work tomorrow. We'll catch you later.